I'm a real nerd. People say I'm a fool, but they never got the news that I'm a wild one. Oh yeah, I'm a wild one. You better turn it up, better keep the channel down, cause you're watching Vilemike and his real wild child. Oh yeah, I'm a wild one. You better turn it up, better keep the channel down, cause you're watching Vilemike and his real wild child.
Howdy, folks. It's Vilemike here, and I got LDG and his crew in the back room because he's multi-streaming. How you doing, guys?
Howdy.
Hello.
Yeah, Yvette and I were actually talking about the SR-71 before the live stream. Let's see. We got Mr. CCDV in the chat, as well as Richie. How you doing, guys? Jordan's in the chat.
Hey, Jordan. See you later, Jordan.
We got a fellow Californian that just popped up. How you doing?
Woohoo. Not awake.
Are you back in Cali yet or no?
Yes, I am.
I'm safe.
I'm surprised they took you back.
Oh, this is California. We'll take anybody.
Good point.
I mean,
I don't know. I'm honestly thinking of the Elihu and I were talking about them paying you to live in Australia to Alaska. I might actually think about moving to Alaska if they're willing to pay me.
You know how much they're willing to pay you?
And I wonder how much people could use a computer tech in Alaska. I have no clue.
I will tell you how much.
California even accepted me.
I will tell you how much they pay you. They pay you $800 a year.
That's it?
Yep.
Yeah, I don't think it overcomes the cost of living.
No.
How much is an igloo?
Well, it's free.
How much is monthly rent?
And Indie Tiger's here.
The ice every winter.
I mean, $800 a year. That could be. I wonder if that would. I just don't know how expensive things are in Alaska. I mean, is it more expensive, less expensive?
Very
extremely
expensive. Well, they have to import virtually everything.
Mainly, most person's expenses is water, because about 60% of the city of Fairbanks has a dry cabin, dry house, which means there's no plumbing. They have to provide their own water.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah, that's the most expensive thing. Not gas,
gasoline.
Water.
Gasoline is cheaper in Alaska.
It's cheaper than water.
Well, wait a second. I mean, water you can just get anywhere. Just melt some freaking snow. I mean,
no, it doesn't work like that, dude.
Okay, LDG, they don't have the plumbing in the houses to actually bring water to your showers or houses or stuff, because the pipes freeze and
permafrost.
Pavement. Yeah.
the city skylines, they don't have heated pipes. I mean, simple fix.
That's a game.
Wow.
Not only that, LDG,
Okay.
heated pipes cost power, and power is not something they have in abundance there either.
You never lived in a rural area, have you, LDG?
I love how it's a simple fix, and then he literally does not take into account anything else.
No, I take an account for it. I mean, you got the power grid. You got. I mean, I'm sure. I mean, it's pretty cold up there. They haven't tapped cold fusion yet. I mean, what?
Oh, God. Of course, that's always the answer, isn't it?
Excuse me, I need to pour more whiskey into my coffee. I'll be right back.
I have whiskey.
To keep up with LDG, yeah, definitely.
You know, I mean, you're so close to the North Pole, they can't tap into Santa Claus's grid. I mean, I'm sure there's something they can do.
And hello, Yvette.
Oh, I'm about to hold on. I get to ruin LDG's day. LDG,
there's no land
Santa
up
Claus
there.
isn't real.
And there's no land up there. It's all water.
What? What do you mean Santa Claus isn't real? Bullshit.
Yeah, Santa Claus isn't real. Sorry.
Wow, Richie
You
Poole.
watch Supernatural, you know he's real.
I'm telling
Exactly.
you, if somebody paid me to live somewhere, I'd live there.
You couldn't pay me to live in Alaska, too cold, or Florida, too humid. I couldn't live in Florida because it's just too Florida.
I could actually be Florida, man. I could pull that off.
No, there was literally a game we used to play when reading the news. It was called Germany or Florida. You read a headline about someone doing something incredibly stupid without giving away where it was, and people had to guess whether it was Germany or Florida.
Florida won 90% of the time, didn't it?
Not giving enough credit to the Germans, though.
Again, I only lived there for 3 years, so I guess that doesn't count as knowing German. But yeah, they're a little bit crazy. Florida is a lot crazy. I've been there.
Yeah, I refuse to go to Florida again.
Ironically, it doesn't matter how many times I say I'm never going to live in California again. I always end up living in California again.
No,
All right, I stepped away. If someone was making fun of me, I'm sorry.
We're not making
No,
fun
I'm
of
just
you,
making
just
fun
the
of Florida
states.
altogether. That's it.
We're not gonna make fun of you until you're present, okay? We'll talk about you behind your back now.
I'm working on some shelving here. There we go.
Let me guess. The type of shelving that you're dealing with is shelving things right into your mouth.
Shelving, not shoveling.
Shoveling.
Here, I'll show you.
Oh, that's right. My camera fell down behind the desk. Dang.
This is where I'm going to put my clothes in
On
these
your body?
cabinets. These little. I don't know if he blows me up, you might be able to see it better.
If he blows you up, you won't have to worry about shelving.
I was going to say, yeah.
Each one is a little shelf.
Shelf
So there you
thing
go.
anymore.
So, yeah, so socks, underwear, shirts, etc. So I
Most
don't have to
people
go.
keep that type of stuff in drawers.
Well, I
You
have
wanna
the
keep
drawers
them out
down
on a
here,
shelf.
but the drawers are too much. I can put other stuff in those,
Okay.
like blankets
Oh.
and.
As far as I know, drawers are underwear.
That's what
Well,
I
you guys-
understood.
Yeah, you guys talk about drawers, aren't you?
This makes it
Drawers.
easier to take clothes out and in without having to mess with drawers and cabinets and.
You know, the biggest problem is that LDG still has that Boston accent and the Florida accent, so it's very difficult to understand what he's saying most of the time.
Why would I lock the drawers?
You can pack a car in Boston Yard, but you can't move to Florida, and make your drawers work.
Florida, not Florida.
We're not ignoring you, Indy. I put it up on the screen so people could see it. In fact, I was
that new
actually
stuff makes.
when he was saying I couldn't live in Florida, too many Gorn alligators. Totally meant to say alligators. I was like, actually, that's a benefit because then you could have alligator etouffee.
I'd rather have the Gorn, honestly.
Gator
I've had
is
alligator
delicious. Gator's delicious, guys. What are you talking about?
Yes,
You
it
can go
is.
that far. I found crocodile too chewy.
Yeah.
Although I haven't eaten an alligator, so
Horse is chewy.
Yeah, I was gonna say you got to have American alligator because everything in America is bigger and fatter. So
you
as a lot more
really gotta you
flavor on
gotta
the meat.
slow cook it, slow and low cooking, in order to get
Yep.
muscly tissue like that to turn out soft and tender. And
Well, there you
tasty.
go. There's your new cooking stream, CCDV. But you have to include capturing. The part one is capturing the alligator.
Well, that would
And then
mean
cook
I'd
'em.
have to actually go to Florida, wouldn't it?
Well, you can't. You don't have gators over there.
Not in Arizona,
No.
at least not at 7,000 feet.
No, there's Gila monsters, but that's totally different.
Again, Gila
Sorry, we got
monsters,
truck
but
just
not
drove
at
by.
7,000 feet.
No.
Sorry. You can definitely tell when someone's overcompensating when they have a big F-350 lifted truck that is completely spotless, covered in chrome.
Yeah, exactly. And you never see a piece of wood in the bed of their truck either.
Yeah, it's like this person is obviously didn't get that truck because they're out, using it as a work truck, or they're out using it as a fun truck. It's just so they could, advertise they have a tiny penis.
It is completely a status symbol. Look, I spent $100,000 on this truck. Ain't I smart?
When I was,
You know,
I don't know.
I keep hearing.
before
Sorry.
Christmas. Go ahead.
But I talked over bird. Sorry, bird.
I was just saying the one person I knew with a Ford F-350 was a woman, so I don't know how that works.
So what does it mean? Okay, we all know what it means when a guy has a big car, but what happens when a woman has a small car? What's she compensating for?
She's confident
Nothing.
in her womanality.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But just to tell a story, because that's what I was doing before I interrupted Yvette. A couple of weeks ago, before Christmas, I was leaving one of my stores, and for some reason, 3 of those like Fast and Furious type cars where people had souped it up drive past in front of the Walmart, going like 5 miles an hour, but revving their engines as loudly as possible. So I said over to one of the Walmart employees that was smoking a cigarette outside, I said, the mating call of the wild tiny penis. And she started choking on her cigarette smoke.
That sounds right. That sounds right.
Yeah, all I was going to say is I the last couple of days, all I've heard is the word penis. For some reason. Penises in the sky. It's all Tim's fault.
And Richie,
I was going to
LDG's
ask
doing
if
a
he had,
multi-stream. That's why.
I was going to ask if he had selective hearing, but that may not be the case.
No.
There you go, Yvette. Mission accomplished.
I'm going to
Listen.
switch over. Actually, maybe it's better I stay here. This decreases the processing power on vials.
On Vilemike, it does help him out.
Hardware.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I was going to
Well-
say I was going to switch over, but they better stay.
See,
Yeah,
I see. I do things for a reason, eh?
So here, I'm going to do this.
I don't know what that means.
What is that?
Of course, you can't see what I'm doing.
He's got a Elihu up on the Arctic Circle.
Oh, Elihu. Oh.
Wait, you guys can't see that?
Is that you at the Arctic Circle?
Yeah, I was trying to show you Yvette that.
Very impressive.
Wait a second. Isn't the Arctic? That's when you can
66,
piss and it turns into ice?
Yes, that's a permanent line across the Earth.
Yep.
It's the piss line, it's called.
The piss.
It's one of the few.
I'm
things
not
you can
stood
see
on
from
the piss
space because
line.
it's
I've
yellow.
stood on the equator line, but not the piss line.
I've
been south of the borderline.
You know, there are people who take pictures of themselves standing in 4 states at once.
Yeah, the 4 corners.
Yeah, I've taken Caddy to that before.
Ooh.
But
We're not big enough to have 4 corner states.
Well,
No, you're not.
Isn't your
Counties.
your entire country only has 3 countries, and you can't stand in any part that's, or you know what I mean.
In England,
Wales,
you're
England,
touching Wales and Scotland.
yeah, and they don't touch. The three of them don't touch.
Yes,
at
they
any
do
point,
touch.
right? They
Yes,
do.
they do.
Yes, Scotland's
All
connected
three
to
of
the
them.
island, dude.
Scotland's at
Yeah.
the top of England. Wales is at the side. The only other one, Northern Ireland, is on
Yeah,
an
but
island.
they don't have a place where all three meet or all four meet.
No. We're too
Yeah,
small
that's
for
what I'm
that.
saying.
Yeah.
I don't
Best you can
understand.
do
How
is
is the
go to Hadrian's
latitude?
Wall and say, I'm on the north side, I'm on the south side. I'm on the north side, I'm on the south side.
Actually, Hadrian's Wall marks the boundary between Scotland and England. So I'm in Scotland, I'm in England.
I'm on the north side, I'm on the south
South
side.
side. I'm on the east side. I'm on the west side.
No, you can
We
do
thought it
that
was
between England and Wales.
23.4.
You could do the
Sorry,
west side
Beth?
and the east side.
The Arctic Circle, I thought that was 23.4 degrees.
I think that's the Tropic of Capricorn, isn't it? Or the Tropic of Cancer, depending on what hemisphere you're in.
Isn't that the incline of the Earth is 23
No,
and a half
the
degrees?
angle of the Earth is like 4.5 degrees, I think.
It's only 4.5 degrees, really?
No, it's
No,
I
it's
thought it
no,
was 23 degrees.
it's 23.
He's talking about latitude, isn't he?
What is the inclination of Earth's axis? About 23.5 degrees.
Yeah.
And 23.5 degrees.
You are entirely right, Bert. I was wrong. I'm sorry. Oh, see.
Oh, right. Okay. It's off zero. Okay. It's 90 minus 23.5
People forget about zero.
is the 66.33 degrees. That's
But
in the
LDG, that I want you to take note of that. I said I was wrong, and I apologize to Bird because he was right. See, it's not hard to say I'm wrong about something.
I'll get right back to you on that. 1 second.
Not allowed to say oopsie ever.
But let's see. Yeah, the tilt of the Earth is 23.5 degrees, and I think what's the Tropic of Capricorn? Yes, I'm going to the Google Mobile.
The Google
That's
Mobile.
23 point. It's the same thing. The whole point is the Tropic of Cancer, the Tropic of Capricorn, the Arctic Circle, and the Antarctic Circle are all the 23 point whatever degrees from the poles or the equator.
I was
The Arctic Circle being that the sun doesn't set for some period of the year. The Tropic of Capricorn
on the 21st.
and Cancer is the limit of where the sun is completely overhead at 12 noon.
I cannot
Yes,
believe
on the
it.
21st of
Southern
December,
Hemisphere.
every winter solstice, the sun does not rise above the horizon for that day.
Yes.
So 20 years ago, I was in combat lifesaver school.
Okay, so what?
Fort Carson, Colorado. Okay, Colorado Springs, Colorado, up there in the mountains. And I love mountain living, so I love being at Fort Carson. But I was in combat lifesaver school.
Throwing out. Whoop.
And the instructor said you need to wear sunscreen when you're out in the sun working in the motor pool or whatever the case may be, because we're closer to the sun. That is literally what she said in the class. I was like, I don't need to listen to her anymore. I know how to do all this combat lifesaver stuff. I just need to get recertified. So I stopped listening altogether because we're closer to the sun.
Right, guys.
This is a reminder. Kitchen.
I will see you all in a bit.
Later, Yvette.
Have a good day, man.
Well, considering Richie's comment earlier was half the world has penises, the other half owns them. Well, I was going to say, in this live stream, now that Yvette's gone, everybody seems to own a penis, unless someone's listening that.
And for the last
isn't
7
saying
years,
anything in the chat.
I've chosen not to give my penis away. So yeah,
I got a detachable penis, but I still don't know what happened to it. Detachable penis.
And no comments about Mrs. Vile.
She doesn't own his balls, okay?
She keeps them right
Mine
in her
is
purse.
Yep.
mine is public domain penis. So
I keep offering to give away my left ring finger to see emails and things like that, you know, but nobody accepts the offer.
I was going to say, LDG says that his is in the public domain, but the problem is nobody cares.
really, did you look that up?
Well, let's put it this way.
Or did you do a poll?
One of those too easy. I'm not going to go on that one.
I guarantee you, if you do a poll right now, it won't be 100% no.
All right.
And I won't even vote.
Ooh. Sorry
All right,
about
let's
that.
see.
Karaoke last night was fun.
Just who wants LDG's penis? I guarantee you get one yes vote. Possibly two if a certain fellow is listening.
All right.
A certain fellow.
I'm gonna do a Twitter poll. We'll see what happens.
You say Twitter poll? No Twitter poll. No, a YouTube poll. You don't need to put that shit on Twitter. No, I'm good on that.
I'm gonna do a Twitter poll.
No, I didn't say Twitter poll. I'm not authorizing the use of my penis on Twitter.
You're public domain. You don't get a choice.
All right, remind me to clip that part. I'm not allowing my penis on Twitter. Okay. How do I do a YouTube poll?
You don't. You don't. But what were you saying earlier, by the way? You were saying something about saying you were wrong about. I was. My attention was doing something. What were you talking about?
I was saying that I said something wrong about Earth's tilt being only 4.5 degrees, where it's 23.5 degrees, and Bird pointed out my mistake, and I just said, "Oh, you're right, I'm wrong." Simple as that.
That was easy.
What did that have to do with me?
Because you never admit to being wrong.
Because you never admit when you're wrong.
That's bullshit. Just because I'm not wrong doesn't mean I don't admit to being wrong when I'm wrong. I mean, you can't hold that against me because I got a perfect score, okay? Just because I'm always right doesn't mean I will admit it when I'm wrong.
You're not always right.
He's batting 1,000. He's batting 1,000.
Jeez, Louise, I had to explain this to Anti-Trucker today when we were talking about time being in an infinite loop.
Oh my gosh.
Even me, not being a baseball fan, knows that 300 is the average. Come on. You can't bat 1,000.
Yeah, 200%. That's impossible. Nothing's impossible. JP says, "Wow, is always wrong."
I've heard of baseball. That's
whatever you do, do not. Okay. Vile. Stop what you're doing. Don't hit enter. Do not tag Free the Net LDG, please, dear God. If you're gonna tag me, tag my personal Twitter, please, dear God. Do not tag Free the Net.
When are you gonna get a blue check mark?
Serious? No, I'm serious. No, I'm being serious. Funny. Ha. Okay, everybody got their laugh, but please, dear God, do not tag the Free the Net account because that's not me.
Whose account is that?
That's the Free the Net account.
So, just out of curiosity, how many people are you?
You want to tag
everybody? You?
Everybody is me, but this is me. The version of me that is me. You're the version of me that is not me. Yeah.
Be everywhere, but you
so
can
at of LDG. That's what you want to tag.
When are you getting your check mark, man?
I don't know, dude. I don't think. I mean, I just basically laid it out this morning how Mr. Free Speech Twitter is so free speech. All you have to do is block somebody to shut them up.
All right, the poll
Yes,
is
that's
up
kind
on
of what
Twitter.
block means.
I had to do Twitter because I can't do YouTube. Sorry.
I thought YouTube polls were easy to make. I don't know. I never made one.
All right, and I didn't tag anybody. Oh, apparently.
And you know what? Oh, this is the bullshit too. And by the way, thanks for changing my name. Yeah, this is the reason why I said if you did it in YouTube, you would get a 1 because Yvette doesn't tweet. So now it's going to be you're leaving out the one person who would actually vote yes.
Sure.
Well, apparently I got a warning on this tweet because it might have sensitive content.
Well, I mean, my penis is sensitive, but I don't know if.
Well, what's funny is literally the tweet is, would you ride LDG's in quotations poll? If you don't know why this poll is being asked, you should watch the CNA stream.
And you got flagged on that?
We put a warning on this tweet because it might have sensitive content.
I see no warning on this tweet, man.
I'm looking at it. Hold on.
Yeah, I see no warning.
I'm wondering if I should answer who is LDG. Oh, I'll just go with this.
Yeah, I brought it up
Yay.
without a warning either.
Yeah.
No warning on here.
See, if you look in the middle, it
Wow.
says we put a warning on this tweet.
Wow.
It doesn't matter. I don't care about warnings. I retweeted it anyway.
All right, later, Indy.
Oh no, someone else voted just a plain old no. Aw.
I clicked the wrong
I had to
one.
vote
Hell
who is
no.
LDG just so I can see the results.
I was gonna click hell no, but actually I clicked no.
Thank God nobody's got a yes answer yet.
I'm surprised LGG didn't click yes.
Well, I'm pretty sure you're fairly safe in knowing that no one's gonna joke click yes just because of what the comment is. So, if you do get a yes, it's a 99% chance it's an actual true yes.
I'm
Or
pretty sure
bots.
LDG would mark yes, but he knows in reality.
I'm
it's
not. I
long
just
enough
did
for
know.
it to be around backwards.
I can prove it. I have the check mark here. It shows who is LDG is what I clicked.
Free the net. Well, at least my answer is still 50%. It's a better batting average.
At least my answer is still hell no.
Oh.
Dang, this is like the most popular Twitter poll I've had in weeks.
5 votes already.
That is popular. Wow.
Phenomena.
Da, 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 da.
And I'll retweet it real quick. There you go.
Wow, for a tech genius, you're really slow.
Oh, more votes. More votes coming in. Live.
Well, we've got 7 votes total with no, hell no, and who is LDG being the only one selected, and hell no and who is LDG are tied with 3 apiece.
Again, one of those is me, so I had to click something to see the results. I don't know why Twitter doesn't let you not vote and see the results. But yeah, but obviously they want people skewing it, maybe. But still,
I
that's
don't
easy
know
to
why
do
you
that,
didn't
get
click
around
who
that.
is LDG. You should have done that.
That's what I clicked. Clicked who is LDG.
Oh, okay, you did. Okay. Well, yeah, you took one of the votes away from me. Oh well.
So
I need a pulling thread. Law, I know
What,
to
you
follow
can't-
so.
You can't just sit in silence for a few minutes.
well, like I said, it's already tainted because he put it on Twitter and not YouTube. So
Whatever.
that will get a
apparently
yes now.
I can't do a Twitter. I can't do a YouTube poll because I don't have enough subscribers to get to that point. I can't do that kind of stuff.
Oh, I didn't know. I didn't know that YouTube polls were subscriber based.
So wait a second. So if
at least when I looked up how to do a Twitter poll, it said you have to have a certain amount of subscribers and have shit. What was it? I got to look it up again.
So wait a second. So if you have no and hell no, is no technically maybe? What's the difference between no and hell no? That suggests that no is a maybe.
No is no. Hell no is
A no could be a yes.
No,
A hell no is absolutely not.
So I have to agree with LDG. No, maybe
Yeah.
a yes.
No.
Exactly.
No means no. Hell no means no with kicking you in the balls.
Yeah. Okay. No. It's either no, yes, or in between.
And let's see. It hasn't increased, but it says now there's 10 votes. So hold on.
Yeah. Hell no
I'm
is
just
winning at
refreshing the
50%.
Okay.
Hell no is still winning. Yes. I picked the right one.
So hell no has
it's like watching
5
an
votes.
extremely long
Who's
horse
LDG
race.
has 4 votes, and all right. We'll check back up on that later. But anything else you guys want to talk about? Sorry, I was reading the chat.
Yeah, Gorilla says 50 no's means a yes.
I'm going to try to find some of those weird paintings and murals at the Denver airport in 2 weeks.
Yeah, Jordan, when I typed it in again. Apparently, literally, the question being asked was about 2018, and I guess they've changed things since then. So you actually can do a YouTube poll. I'm trying to figure out how to do it on YouTube as well.
Yeah, I thought they unlocked polls for everybody because I can do polls. I mean,
Yeah, I can do polls.
I never tried. Maybe I should. Maybe I should find out what the next dish I should be cooking for you guys is.
Hey, put something simple like oatmeal on the list. You know, people do mess up oatmeal a lot.
I am going to do the bolognese eventually. I just haven't figured out what format I want the bolognese to be in yet.
No, seriously, I would suggest you do something simple that's easy, like scrambled eggs. People don't know how to make scrambled eggs. They don't know when to put the milk in. They don't know when to put the butter in.
That is true. That is true. A lot of people
easy.
don't know how to make scrambled eggs.
Yeah.
You're right.
Yeah, do something that's easy like that. It's like, how to make something complicated? Easy. Scrambled eggs. This is when you put the milk in. This is when you put the butter in.
I do need to fix and re-upload the omelet video as well. So
omelet, you say?
Yeah.
Oh, that should be a great one. Making a scrambled omelet?
I did 4 different versions of the omelet. I did the Japanese version, the French version, the American version, and I can't remember the 4th one now. It was a long time ago.
All right. Apparently I can do it, so I just did it.
Ah, there you go.
Yes, you do, JPs. It makes it fluffier.
You can use milk or water.
Yeah, but milk makes it more fluffier.
Milk makes it taste better. There's no difference. Basically, you're using water as a steam agent in order to fluff the eggs. So milk makes it taste better. Water works just as well.
And yeah, JP's, I agree. You put milk in there, and we got Captain MKG here.
Coffee, not a bong, but it's coffee.
Howdy, howdy.
What's up, Captain MK? I gave up.
No worries. You can just call me Cap. It
It
always
is
works.
CNA, and I've been smoking and drinking a lot this morning.
Well, good. That's what you're supposed to do in the mornings, okay? Who the fuck says you're supposed to be sober in the mornings? Fuck that shit.
You know what? With karaoke last night, I'm still pretty sure you don't get a hangover unless you stop drinking.
Wait,
And
I didn't hear you singing on Bill's
I
stream
choose
last
to
night.
avoid. No, not Bill's karaoke. No, I went to the local bar.
Oh, okay. Because Bill had karaoke last night. I'm like, I didn't see you on the stream.
Yeah.
No, I can't dance when I'm on YouTube karaoke.
Oh.
Wrong.
At
You
the bar,
can
I
dance. You just have to have your camera on like this.
That is
Yeah.
true.
Wave your hands in the
I
air.
very rarely turn my camera on, though.
I don't care. You all see what I live in.
Yeah, space.
Uh-oh.
And there goes Captain.
Oh, no.
You
What
disconnected
happened to
your
the Captain?
camera.
What happened to the captain?
You'll have to come back because it just said his devices were disabled.
Silly devices. I got a new phone coming in today or tomorrow, as a matter of fact. For some reason, when you get sawdust in the charging port of a phone, it stops charging.
Really?
I'm shocked.
Kind of like when you
I
get your phone
figured-
wet, it doesn't work anymore?
I figured you blow it out with the air compressor, right? You just blow it out with a little nozzle. It would start charging again. I was wrong.
No, it's like dropping your phone in the water and using a hairdryer. No.
Well, is it possible because sawdust has a static charge and it may have damaged the connector port?
It had to have done that. Either way, I got a new phone coming in tomorrow or today or tomorrow.
How the hell does sawdust have a static charge?
Sawdust. Have you never worked with sawdust at all?
I literally was a technician at a sawdust making factory. I constantly had to blow out wood from computers,
And you know
and
about
never had a
lifting
static
your
discharge.
feet.
On
You know about lifting your feet when you walk, right?
yeah,
Okay, that's why you lift your feet when you walk. You don't drag your feet across the floor in the mill.
what does that have to do with static?
Sawdust.
You want to explain basic
you know what?
conductivity?
Wood is not a
There's no point.
conductor.
There's no point.
Explain
What are you
static.
talking about? Wood is not a conductor. Why do you think that
Wood is-
lightning strikes trees?
Okay,
Wood is
God,
a
you're
poor
daring me right now.
conductor.
Wood is a poor
Conductor.
conductor, dear God. So yes, a lightning bolt will be attracted, but static is like the lowest form of electricity. Well, almost.
Tree does not attract lightning.
Wood wouldn't. Yeah, wood does not. Does it? I have to look it up. It doesn't make sense though.
What sawdust does generate static electricity. It does, but it needs to be in a dry environment. So again, it's the same argument. Like would a wool mill go up in flames in Florida faster than in New York? Well, no, it'll go up faster in New York, but it's the same argument. It's just you need the dry environment and the dry ingredients rubbing against each other to create the static electricity that creates the explosion. So the sawdust in the charging port of my phone probably did actually short out whatever it is that charges the phone.
All right.
And wood
This might
absolutely
help.
conducts electricity. I
Uh-huh.
can show you how.
The bird's an
Yeah,
engineer.
but lightning
Ever-
bolt.
The bird's
Huh?
an engineer. Listen to him.
Go ahead.
Okay, I
There.
used to get
I'll post the
electrocuted
link.
with
Listen
the
to
electric
Bird.
shock. Every time I touched, every fucking time I would touch this particular door. It was a wooden door with obviously a metal doorknob. And every time I'd put my hand doorknob, electric shock, electric shock, electric shock. And then I realized if I touched the wooden door first, just for a second, and none touched the doorknob, no electric shock. That's because when I touched the door, the static electricity was still flowing out, but it was just flowing slow enough that there wasn't a spark. You didn't feel it. And then you touched the doorknob and you were neutral with the door. So
Okay.
it's perfect.
This whole paper is about using sawdust as a using it to absorb acids such as lye. And the reason sawdust works is because the surface of sawdust is negatively charged and can attract the cations from the solutions, meaning that sawdust is negatively charged. Therefore, it conducts electricity. Literally, that's one of the issues with vacuuming sawdust and stuff like that. You have to be careful because a static discharge can ignite the dust.
Yeah, that's why you'll see at some of the factories people are using brooms, okay, or blowers.
So, either LDG is going to admit he's wrong right now, or he's going to.
I wasn't wrong. I said it's a poor conductor. I literally said, for those people who don't understand what wood doesn't, it's a poor conductor. Yeah. It still conducts, but it's very, very poor.
I'm the one who said it.
But it has my thing was about the fact that it has a negative charge or it has a charge on it. Therefore, it conducts electricity. You literally had to change what you were saying by going from it doesn't conduct to it conducts poorly.
Well, no, they were one and the same if you were understanding. But yeah, no, that's fine. You can call it what you want.
Yeah, please can rewind the stream. Listen.
That makes you sleep at night better. That's fine.
Yes, Jordan.
Gorilla's random thoughts. That's why I had to buy a new vacuum. That's why I always use a shop vac whenever I need to do construction stuff. I always use a shop vac.
That's one of the reasons shop vacs are designed the way they are, is so they keep the fan separate from most of the electronic components, so it doesn't get in. The dust doesn't get into there.
Yeah, all I'm saying is I've cleaned computers multiple times, where I go in once a month, and every month I'd have to blow out every computer in the sawdust factory, and the motherboards would literally be covered in sawdust, covered. And I've never had a static charge break a board or anything like that.
You're blowing the dust away, not sucking it up. There's a difference.
I don't know why you're blowing, but sorry, my bad.
Because
I need more coffee.
We work at a sawdust factory, and I'm like, why the hell would there be a factory for sawdust? I'm looking it up. The only sawdust factory I can find is a basically a Chuck E. Cheese woodworking type thing. Sawdust factory, a great place for birthday parties.
Or barbecue.
It's where they turn the trees into frickin' sawdust factory, and they bag them, and they come out as bagged mulch. They make mulch.
You know, when I was a kid, there was this restaurant called Bill Johnson's Big Apple. They were famous for sawdust on the floor. They cannot do that anymore because of legal reasons. So I don't know any restaurants that have sawdust on the floors anymore.
No, JP's, if what they're talking about is the sawdust itself has a negative charge. Therefore, if it got into the charging port, it could cause a discharge.
Cinnamon whiskey in coffee makes Sundays good.
I have honey flavored Jim Beam.
I have
Well, if you like
Johnny
honey,
Walker Black
I'll stick
Label
with
in my
my
coffee
cinnamon.
right now.
Let's see. I got this here. Hang on.
I
This.
swear, I need some. I need some alcohol company, that makes a good whiskey to sponsor this stream, so I can always say, what type of whiskey is in my coffee.
There
Go
you
buy
go.
this brand whiskey.
Yeah, I've wondered if I could get a sponsor for my show, but I wouldn't be sure which company to go to.
Do not use established titles. That's a scam.
Yeah. Also, don't use SD GameSwap. It's also a scam. They just want you to buy shit.
Oh, Johnny Walker Blue. That's what I'm talking about, Yvette. Yeah. If I were rich, definitely I'd be drinking that.
Sorry. My favorite is Johnny Walker Green.
My favorite
I've never
is
tried Johnny Walker Green. Is that
Soda.
any good?
Well, I'm looking it up. I'm checking out the prices between the two.
Well, I'm not a big drinker. This bottle's on sale when I got it, so hey.
Well, Johnny Walker Blue has an average rating of 4.7, whereas Johnny Walker Green has an average rating of 4.3. So apparently, according to consumers, Blue Label is better.
I believe that's more populist than it is real rating, though. Because everybody knows Johnny Walker Blue, Johnny Walker Red. Nobody, I had not heard of Johnny Walker Green until now. So
I've never heard of Blue,
and I'm a big drinker. So
let's see. According to redheadoakbarrels.com, Johnny Walker Green Label, this quality scotch is created by blending only the finest single malts, is carefully created to ensure that you get the perfect combination of whiskey, flavors, aromas, and tastes. Blah, 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 blah.
Blah, 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 blah. Yeah.
I'm not going to read everything, but it's a sweet spot value of $63 a shot.
Wow.
Blue Label.
Jesus.
It literally says, Blue Label is actually much better because apparently age range or price range $230 a shot.
And that, my friend, is why I drink Fireball.
And that is why I smoke weed. Speaking of smoking, I haven't seen Captain take a toke yet.
So yeah,
I have to go get more weed here, Elihu.
Yvette, the reason I probably prefer green is because it's the most expensive one that I've actually had more experience with. Only because it isn't as expensive as blue. I know I've had blue before, but
you're my boy, Blue. You're my boy.
Dust in the wind.
What is that?
You're my boy,
Blue. Glenn Cannon, I think, or Glenn, whatever it was. I had a couple of glasses of that the other night. Oh God, that was good. I could taste the oak finish with the whiskey too. It was fantastic. And then I smoked a whole bunch and I drank a whole lot more, and I couldn't taste the oak anymore. So I just switched to beer.
Yeah, I gotta get some more weed myself. I only got a nugget left.
There was a time. I don't know. I've tried multiple different types of weed, and I can't smoke it. I just can't.
God dang it, I went to the wrong friggin' page.
Well, I'll tell you, the weed in Alaska sucks. It's weak. Yeah, seriously, it sucked. The highest I can find a THC value was 21%. So I'm like, really? This is Alaska. Come on.
You'd think they grow some good stuff in Alaska, wouldn't you?
I know. 21% in the pre-rolls. That was it. I'm like, wow.
Ooh, Yvette's got expensive tastes.
My favorite whiskey is Grouse 20-year-old single malt. Yeah, goddamn. Johnny Walker Blue, yeah. You catching this, LDG? Your date's really expensive.
She's
And
British.
apparently,
What do you expect?
it's going to cost you like $300 in alcohol to get for her to get to ride that pole.
Oh my gosh. Hope he doesn't feel anything of that after that comment.
I'm pretty sure all the answers are still no.
Sure, we'll
or
work
hell
something
no.
out.
So
Well, we have one on the YouTube poll. We have one yes, one no, and everything else is hell no.
You
Let me go back to the Twitter poll.
The Twitter poll is 10% is no, 50% is hell no, 40% is who's LDG. That's the Twitter poll.
Has it really been 3 years since we all started streaming together?
Damn, it has.
I can't believe it's been 3 years already.
Well, let's see. This is the 136th CNA stream. So that is over 2.5 years.
Damn.
I think you and I are the only ones who stay drunk on Sundays.
So actually, that brings up a point. Should I do something special for the 3rd year anniversary, or third year anniversary stream, which would be the 156th? That's only 20 weeks away.
Yeah,
as
get
long
stoned
as
on
it's not
camera.
another SG1 Jeopardy, because I epically fail at all Jeopardy games on these.
Well, I'm not going to do Jep Nerdy until I get a new computer, and that's going to be on the Jep Nerdy channel. It won't be on this stream.
And I have a Jep Nerdy board for you, dude.
I know, and we'll try to set it up when I got the new computer, but it's still going to be a few weeks away. I'm about, at this point, 60% the way there.
Okay.
I quit drinking when I got drunk and promised to sing Barbie Girl. I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world.
That would just make me drink more.
Undress my hair, undress me anywhere.
Come on, Barbie, let's go party.
I'm a Barbie girl in a Barbie world. I still would not ride LDG's pole because he's an asshole.
Oh, I hate when my screen gets
And no, Elihu, I probably wouldn't actually toke up on a live stream only because weed hits me incredibly hard.
That's why I
suggested
it. Yeah. That's why I suggested it. Not you drinking.
With me.
You just looking on the stream. That's why
You're not supposed to hold your breath when you take a hit, dude. You're supposed to in and out, in and out, in and out, quick.
Dude, I am a one-hit wonder. I was at my uncle's house and my cousin handed me the joint, and I went, and I sat there in the yard for about an hour and a half before I finally stumbled back into the house.
Lightweight.
I am a one-hit wonder. Absolutely.
Well, I don't know if I've ever told this story, but one of the reasons I stopped smoking weed was a New Year's Eve back in high school. I was hanging out with my cousin, my brother, and my best friend, and my cousin was like, I could really go for some weed right now. You guys want to, go get some weed? And it was like 1:00 in the morning, and we're like, oh, sure, why not?
Yeah.
Now, at the time, I had a pickup truck that had a bench seat, which meant, and no back seat. So only 2 people could ride with me, and we had 4 people.
The old
same with
timey
my buddy.
trucks, yeah.
Looks like it does.
And no one wanted to ride in the back, despite the fact that I had a camper shell. So we took 2 cars. Now, my cousin drove with me, and my brother drove with my friend James. And basically James was the one who actually knew where the weed was. So I followed him. We got to the house, and we bought some weed, and the guy goes, "Hey, why don't you guys smoke up a free bowl with us?" And his friends, because they were having a New Year's Eve party as well. So everyone decided to smoke weed except my buddy James, because his dad is a cop.
Oh.
And yeah, he knows where the weed is, but he doesn't smoke it because, dad is a cop.
Mm-hmm.
And this is before it became legal. So me, my brother, and my cousin all smoke up. And again, weed hits me hard. And now I had to drive home. At this point, 2 o'clock in the morning on New Year's Eve. At this point, the fog had rolled in.
Oh.
Now, I'm
San
trying
Diego?
to drive back to my house by following my friend James, who, as I said, is not stoned at all. He knows the way home. I don't. And I'm like, okay, he knows it's foggy. He's not going to ditch me. He ditched me.
And you drove around for 3 hours wondering where the hell your house was.
So I am now lost out in the boonies of East County, San Diego. I have no idea where the fuck I am. I am trying to avoid the freeways because at that point I was so stoned, I figured driving that fast would have been crazy.
3 miles an hour. Yeah, that is fast driving stone, man. It's crazy.
So, I'm driving around side streets trying to find something that looks familiar. I finally see a street I recognize. I'm like, oh, okay, great. I can just follow this, and I can take this one road all the way home, and I know where I'm at. Except after driving it for about 4 minutes, I realize I'm heading on the wrong direction on that street. So I decided to make a U-turn. Except I see the sign says no U-turns. I'm like, okay, I'll pull into the parking lot and I'll make a U-turn in the parking lot. Except where did I pull into? The courthouse.
Naturally.
And as I pull in, I see a line of cops or cop cars, each one with 2 people standing outside the cop car, just waiting for somebody to do something stupid. And of course, what do? I freak the fuck out. I'm like, oh shit!
Instead of just parking, right?
And I try to get out of the parking lot as quickly as possible. But again, I freak the fuck out because I'm stoned. So what do? I run over a bush.
Oh my God.
And I see in my side mirror, all the cops' heads just turn and look at my truck.
And then start laughing.
And yes, they started laughing so hard, they didn't bother following me out of the parking lot. And here's the kicker. Of course, I'm with my cousin, who is also freaking the fuck out because he sees all the cops. He sees me run over the bush. And of course, but he's not. But as soon as we got out of the parking lot, apparently he thought we were now safe because he turns to me and goes, "Hey, dude, I got the munchies. Can we hit up a Jack in the Box?"
You gotta get those 2 tacos for $1.
So we went to Jack in the Box. We did not return home until 6 o'clock in the morning.
That sounds about right.
And my best friend was like, dude, what happened to you? You were right behind us and then you disappeared. He got home in like 20 minutes. It took us 4 hours.
Yeah, but
that was just off weed.
Stop was worth it.
But yes, as I said, LVG, weed hits me very hard. That was the whole point of the story.
You literally had a dude, where's my car night off of weed.
Yes.
Wow. You know, I've known a lot of professional musicians in my life. I have. So understanding that most professional musicians smoke weed on a regular basis. I was actually still active duty Army when I was in the band. And so driving an hour and a half to Waco, Texas to play at a bar, all I did was drink. But there was a Jack in the Box on the way back to Fort Hood from Waco, and we would stop there and get 100 tacos.
99-cent tacos, $100.
Totally worth the $50 to eat all those tacos.
$2 for 99. I remember those days, man.
Well, if you want
I
another
didn't,
funny,
I didn't smoke. I didn't smoke
Go
weed
ahead.
until I was in my 40s. So that may be one of the reasons that it hits me so hard. Being a one-hit wonder is no problem as long as I know I'm not having to go anywhere the next day.
See, that's when I need to smoke weed, is when I know I'm going somewhere the next day. Oh, shit, I got to go to the store. Okay, fuck. Oh, man, I got to go to work. I need a dab for this one.
My biggest problem now is that I have to make sure that I'm sober before I get into my truck and go somewhere. So Saturday nights, I go, yep, I'm not going anywhere on Sunday. Maybe Monday, probably Tuesday. But yeah, I'm definitely not going anywhere on Sundays.
Yeah.
I will say one thing that since one of the things I thought we could do is tell some jokes while we're here, but have you ever come across a joke that is incredibly stupid, but because you were high at the time, you still find it funny?
Yeah, it's called me looking in the mirror.
I still find
Well, that
most
gives
jokes
everybody a laugh, even when they're sober.
really bad dad jokes. I love them so much. What do you get when you cross an elephant with a rhino?
Elefino?
Elefino.
Elefino.
I still love him. I still love it.
No, this the first time I smoked weed, someone told me this joke, and ever since then, I still find it funny, even though it's not funny at all. Since Catman KG is actually on screen, I got to do it to him.
Go for it.
Ask me if I'm a tree.
Are you a tree?
No.
Are you a bear?
No, that's the whole joke.
That's the whole
But
joke.
for some reason, I still find it funny, even though I know it's so stupid. But because I heard it when I was stoned, I still find it funny.
You know, I was so stoned. I finally had.
I don't know why.
I finally had a kid's Happy Meal at McDonald's. It was so good, but the parent was so upset.
Elihu, that's a California joke.
I know.
Stop that.
I know.
Yvette asks, what do you call a fly without wings?
A walk.
I'm sure she'll send us the answer in a second. Yeah, that'd be funny. A walk would be funny.
A walk. That's right.
Yeah, I ordered a chicken and an egg from Amazon. I'll let you know. You know, when I was a kid, my mother told me I could be anyone I want to be. Turns out, identity theft is a crime.
I didn't hear the punchline. I'm sorry.
It turns out identity theft is a crime.
I didn't hear the punchline either.
Identity theft is a crime. Yeah.
I mean, what concert cost us 45 cents? 50 cents featuring Nickelback.
Oh my God. Oh. Pop culture references in the joke. Ouch.
I didn't hear the joke then. What was it? Say it again.
What concert cost just 45 cents? 50 Cent featuring Nickelback.
Ah,
But did you guys hear the rumor about butter? I'm not going to spread it. You know, last night I had a dream that I weighed less than a gram. I was like, OMG.
You can't do that. You can't do science jokes.
let's see.
Sorry. We're drinking too much.
Okay, why did Invisible Man turn down that job offer? He couldn't see himself doing it.
He couldn't see himself doing it.
Okay, how does Moses make coffee? He brews it.
He brews.
He brews
What?
it.
Yvette
What?
says, "What do you call a spider without legs?"
A squash spot on the floor?
A current.
Current. Oh, that's gross. That's so gross.
I don't watch football because I don't see why people spend 4 hours watching a bunch of guys trying to get a quarterback.
Another money
This
joke.
is actually true.
I love it.
And I use it all the time. Whenever my change is exactly 5 cents, or is exactly 5 cents, I say to them, "Here's the money. Just give me a shitty band." And none of them get the joke until I explain it.
Well, again, money jokes.
Yep.
Hey, can I tell you a vegan joke? I promise it won't be cheesy.
Oh. Too late.
Oh, did you know I'm an expert at sleeping?
You are?
Elihu?
You
Yeah,
are?
I can do it with my eyes closed.
Okay, how did Michael Jackson pick his nose? From a catalog.
Yeah.
I was going to say in a magazine or in a catalog or something like that.
Okay, how do you find Will Smith in a snowstorm? By following
Say
his
that
fresh...
again?
How do you find Will Smith in a snowstorm?
Okay.
By following his Fresh Prince. It's an old joke.
Yeah, whenever my kids try to say something like, "Do you know why?" on something, I always say no, but I'm on a first name basis with what? Okay, LDG, we need you to bring up the wah 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 for these jokes.
Oh, that's right. I was doing the padoonch last time, right?
Yeah, because, you know, I like telling...
We have both ready.
Yeah, dude, I like telling dad jokes. Sometimes he laughs.
I got an addendum to Gorilla's Random Thoughts. Last night I dreamt I was eating a giant marshmallow. When I woke up, my pillow was gone. Why are you so down in the mouth?
You know, justice
Down.
is a dish best served cold.
Feathers,
Because if it was
down.
served warm, it would be just water.
God's sake.
What's orange and sounds like a parrot? What's orange and sounds like a parrot? A carrot.
But don't.
Yeah, I used to hate my facial hair, but it grew on me.
All right, guys. I think I'm going to go ahead and bounce. I got to get ready for an event going on here. So I will catch you all later. But thanks for having me up, Vilemike.
Later, man. Thanks for being
Later,
here.
guys.
Later, Cap.
Later,
Good
dude.
times, Captain. Good times.
You know, my dog used to chase people on a scooter a lot. Got so bad we had to take a scooter away. Well, you know, my boss told me to have a good day, so I just went home.
Elia, have you heard about that great new book about anti-gravity?
No.
I can't put it down.
You know, my
no
friend said,
science jokes.
you know,
No
my friend
science
said,
jokes.
okay, my friend said to me, what rhymes with orange? And I told him, no, it doesn't.
Well, this one's actually kind of funny, or at least semi-true, because I actually I met the oldest Vile child's mom because she was in choir and I was in band, and they needed someone to play the piano. And because I suck at reading music, so I play everything by ear. So that's why the band teacher sent me to help the choir out, because I knew the songs but couldn't read the music. And but the joke here was I used to play piano by ear, but now I use my hands.
You know, I got into a fight
It took
with
a while to
1-3.
get there, but yeah, you got there.
You know, I got into a fight with 1-3. I got into a fight with 1-3, 5, 7, and 9. The odds were against me.
You guys making me play this out here.
Joke. 9 does not belong in that joke.
Okay, how do you make 7 an even number? Take the S out.
Oh my god. All right, I got a better one for that one. Hold up one second.
You said it wrong. You got to. No. Elia, you're supposed to say you beat the S out of it.
You beat the S out of it. Yeah.
Okay, what fruit is more like a number? 9, 10,
Pear.
9, 10, 11, 12.
Lemon.
9, 10, 11.
Okay, what do you call a farmer? Okay, what do farmers call a cow with no milk?
A steer.
An utter failure.
Utter failure. That works too.
Is it easier just to link people the website you're reading off of right now? Is it just easier to do that?
Hey, to whoever stole my copy of Microsoft Office, I will find you. You have my word.
Oh God. God, stop. Just stop. Oh my Lord. You have my word. That is funny.
I love bad jokes. I do.
I can't excel anymore. Oh no. You get my PowerPoint.
NASA never launched a duck into space.
Say again?
Elihu.
What?
Why has NASA never sent a duck into space?
Why?
Because the bill would be astronomical.
I don't want to live on this planet anymore. Oh.
You know, I just watched all the Harry Potter movies back to back with a friend. I mean, maybe it wasn't the best idea because, I couldn't even see the TV.
Oh, man. Come on.
Sorry, this one's funny. File 13. Why are blind people great gynecologists? Because they can read lips. And then he goes,
If 666 is all evil, so does that mean the root of all evil is 25.8069758?
What the hell is it with you and science jokes?
Why is my brain feels like bumper cars right now, like a bumper car attraction, and oh my Lord.
I don't even math good, and I got that one.
Planet Stupid called. They want their jokes back.
What do you call
All right,
two
LDG,
monkeys
this
who
one's for
share?
you.
What do you call two monkeys who share an Amazon Prime account? Primates.
God. Oh my Lord.
Primates.
What were you saying, Vile?
This one's for you. Why did the computer get mad at the printer?
Why did the computer get mad at the printer? Printer jammed. It was jammed. I don't know what.
Didn't like the toner of its voice.
The toner. Oh, the toner. A fucking toner. I knew it. Didn't like the toner of my voice. God, I was close. If I would have kept going, I would have said toner, I'm sure. Oh my Lord.
I've had the same
Toner
printer for 3
All right,
years.
everyone should get this one.
I had to replace the toner.
Everyone on this listening to this should get this one right. What's the best way to watch a fly fishing tournament?
Turn off the TV.
Best way to watch a fly fishing tournament?
On a live stream. Oh my God.
What is the best thing about Switzerland?
I think Vile just cracked himself up with his own joke. I don't even get
Vile
it. But
definitely cracked himself up.
what does a live
No,
stream
that's
have to do
a
with
good
fly
one, though.
fishing? Like,
Okay, what's the best thing about Switzerland? Okay, I don't know, but the flag is big. What is the best thing about Switzerland?
what? I don't know. The women?
I don't know either, but the flag is a big plus.
Flag is a big plus.
Geographic jokes now. Wonderful.
Okay, it's been a few years since I had a migraine. That's okay. I'm ready for another one. Keep on going.
You can handle it. You can handle it.
You know, I have a friend who says he comes from Latin America. I told him, I don't believe you.
I don't believe you.
I don't believe you. That's ridiculous.
Hey, what if Elihu ever gets married? What should we call his wife?
Who?
Because we know we have Mrs. Vile, we have Mrs. Sci-Fi. What should we call Elihu's wife?
Why'd I ever get married?
Mississippi.
Mississippi. Mississippi.
Did you hear the one about the roof? It's over your head.
Guys, please. Okay. The dog is dead. Okay, the horse is no longer in commission. We're good.
I know, because it
We
really takes
can move
guts.
on.
It really takes guts to be an organ donor.
I'm about to devolve into Chuck Norris jokes.
Of course, you guys do know when does a joke become a
All
dad
right,
joke?
I'll do one last one just for
When the punchline is the
LDG. LDG, when is a door not a door?
When it's a jar.
When it's a jar.
When it's a jar.
God damn it, Elihu.
It's the old ones. Come on.
I knew that one. I actually knew that one.
I've got too much coffee in my alcohol stream.
Well, I could also do to modify a joke just for LDG. LDG, when are you most like Yvette?
When am I most like Yvette
Yes.
when I don't know what
When European.
when European. Okay.
You replaced the StreamYard link with the poll. Okay.
Oh, is that what happened?
Yeah.
Well, the poll overrides it. Yeah, so you have to either close the poll.
All right,
Yeah,
let me do
you
that
got to
real
close
quick.
the poll.
You know,
We're
I
only
do
at
know,
one yes.
LDG,
Gorilla's Random Thoughts has some really good jokes too.
You know, guys, I do know a lot of jokes about retired people, but none of them work.
I resemble that remark.
That's a good one, Jordan. Yeah, my wife said talking for 4 years nonstop. I didn't want to interrupt her.
There was a time.
All right, I think the poll you can go ahead and remove the poll now. Point made. On Twitter, forever.
Hey.
Oh, just relax. You'll be fine.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Sure. Yeah.
Toke, Mike, toke.
Yeah. Toke.
All right.
Toke, Fedora, took the knives and bunt.
Toke your body line. Toke, Sonora. Toke it all the time.
Smoke, Sonora. What's wrong?
Yeah, I got a really good one for you, but it's too long to
That's
type
loud
up.
as shit. Holy schmoly, dude.
Me?
Yes.
Yeah.
Wait, say something else?
Is that better?
No, that's really loud.
It's clearer. Yeah, it's still loud, but it's clearer. So that's cool.
There's that better?
A little bit.
It's okay for me.
Okay, I shoved the mic way back.
I mean,
It's almost-
Vile can fix it if he wants to, but he's on his cell phone.
Yeah, he can lower your volume.
No,
No.
not. I'm on the laptop.
No, I put my
yeah,
mic
just-
behind my computer.
Check his StreamYard auto tone volume control.
You know, it's bad when you're on a live stream for only an hour and a half and you had to empty your ashtray.
Yeah.
What up, Gorilla? How you doing, bud?
Wow.
Doing good. All right, you guys.
Yeah.
Little Johnny and little Susie were sitting in Sunday school there, and little Susie kept falling asleep there. So the teacher decided to start ask her a question. So she asked little Susie, "Who is our Lord Almighty?" Well, little Johnny takes out a little bobby pin and pokes her in the butt there, and she goes, "God!" The teacher, astonished, goes, "Very good." And then she continues teaching that. Well, little Susie starts falling asleep again. So the teacher decided to ask her, "Who is our Savior?" Well, little Johnny poked her again, and she goes, "Jesus!" And the teacher, shocked that she was able to answer it, said, "Very good," and went back to teaching. Well, little Susie fell asleep again, so the teacher thought she'd ask her a really hard one. So the teacher asked her, "What did Eve say to Adam after she bore him his 99th son?" And, well, little Johnny poked her again, and little Susie shouts out, "If you stick that goddamn thing in me one more time, I'll break it in half and throw it out the window."
The Sunday school teacher said, yep.
Or faded.
I got one for you. These 4 nuns died were at St. Peter at the gate trying to get into heaven. So St. Peter asked them, "Okay, sisters, I have to ask you one question before you get to heaven. Has any of you ever seen a touch the penis?" The first sister said, "Well, I once seen one time." And St. Peter goes, "Okay, sister, take the holy water, splash your eyes with, you can go in, you're forgiven." So the second nun walks up to St. Peter, and St. Peter goes, "So, sister, have you ever seen a touch the penis before?" The sister goes, "Well, I did touch one with my finger one time." So St. Peter says, "Okay, dip your finger in the holy water, you can go in, you're blessed, you're forgiven." The third sister's all rushing, trying to get in front. It's like, hurry, I need to get in here. I need to get in here. St. Peter's like, whoa, hold on, sister. What's wrong? Sister Mary says, I need to gargle this water before Sister Berta sticks her ass in it.
Yeah.
Wow.
If we're gonna do those types of jokes,
Wow.
There's two answers to this joke. One
Just
of them's
wow.
really bad, and the other one's kind of bad. Elihu, how do you get a nun pregnant?
I don't know.
You fuck her.
Now that's funny.
That's one.
The other answer to that joke. You dress her as an altar boy.
Oh, that's mean. That's a wah.
You'd think the priest would notice.
There's this new priest at the Catholic Church, or father at the Catholic Church. He goes, on his first day, the old priest says, or father, whatever, I can't remember what they call him in the Catholic priest, but I'm just going to say
Father.
priest.
Father.
Says, I'm going to have you do confession. To make it easy for you, I have a list of the top 25 most common sins and their punishment right next to it. So, they've cheated on their wife. It's 12 Hail Marys and 2 Our Fathers and so on. He goes, okay. So he gets into the confession booth and first person comes in. It's a teenage girl, and she admits that she gave a little boy gave a boy a hand job. And she goes, oh, he looks on the list, he sees hand job, and he says, that'll be 4 Hail Marys and 1 Our Father. And next person comes in. Guy says he drank himself on last Sunday, so he looks for being drunk. And he sees says, okay, that'll be 2 Our Fathers and 1 Hail Mary. And finally, someone comes in and says, "Yeah, I had a gangbang with 6 people. I had like 40 hand jobs, 6 blow jobs, and anal sex, and even gargled cum for about an hour." And he's looking on there. He sees the hand job. He sees the blow job. He's trying to add everything up, but he doesn't see gargled cum. So he's like, "Oh shoot, what am I supposed to do?" So he opens the door and he sees outside, and he sees one of the altar boys, and he says to the altar boy, "Hey, what does the old priest usually give to gargle cum?" And he goes, "He usually gives me 2 lollipops."
Oh.
Okay, that was unnecessary. That was just unnecessary. Yeah.
And wow, I just got back.
Yeah.
You cats, Yvette, you're back.
I'm back.
Yvette got the wrong end on that
at the
joke.
wrong time.
I got a blonde joke
question
for you.
about Indy Tiger's joke there. Is it a joke or a pun?
Sorry?
Indy Tiger in the chat. I lost my partner.
I can't see the
recently to a
chat,
fire.
sorry.
It was a dryer fire. It's because I'm a sock.
Oh. Dear Lord.
It's a decent payoff. I like it. I do. Takes a while. Takes a while to sink into the brain, but it does work.
You know what really grinds my gears?
What, Peter Griffin?
Sawdust.
When you buy
Not using your clutch, right?
when you buy sliced pickles in a jar, and they're sliced, but they're all attached by like the smallest piece of skin because the knife didn't go all the way through them. So they're not separated, and you have to sit there and break them apart.
Never
I
had
thought
a
this
jar
was a
like
setup for a joke, and I was sorely disappointed.
I like my answer better.
Well. Yeah.
Oh, I will not. You guys are good on that.
I finished the pun line anyway. I said.
I mean, the only joke I got is how does Popeye keep his dick from getting rusty? Sticks it in olive oil. That's it.
Well, do you know why we call LBG pickles? Because he got fired for sticking his dick in a pickle slicer. Don't worry, Yvette got fired too.
Sticking his dick in a
Hey,
pickle
did you not
slicer.
see, Mike, what I put in the chat earlier for the vote?
In my chat, no. Unless you're on my stream, I don't see the chat. I don't see you typing in the chat.
It was on while I was cooking. I voted hell no because
Yes,
he's made his poll public domain, and I
yes,
like a
I did
loyal
see that, and I put it
poll.
on the screen. Yes, I put that on the screen.
Yeah.
I thought you meant just now.
What did you cook, Yvette?
Actually, Mum hasn't been too well, and she requested beef pate and onion sandwiches.
Okay,
So it was nice and easy. That's why I managed to come back earlier.
In American speak, that's potted meat.
What the hell's potted meat?
Beef pate.
Oh, God. Jordan, you just lost credit. You don't know what potted meat is?
Dude, come on. Spam? Hello?
Oh, spam.
Yeah.
No,
spam.
it's not spam.
It's
No,
not
spam's solid.
It's not spam.
Oh, that's right.
It's
beef.
spreads.
It's
you
beef, not
spread
pork.
it. And it's not solid like spam at all. And it doesn't come in a tin, pate.
It does not come in a tin? Are you sure about that?
No.
And here it does.
Oh,
I am damn sure. They come in a ceramic or porcelain container. Pate is expensive.
Okay, I see why
Made
I didn't know what it was because I eat real food.
It is real food.
Hey, there's nothing
A
wrong
lot of
with
pates contain liver, but this one
I'm
was
not
a
a
pure
big fan
beef
of it
pate.
myself. I'm not a big fan of it
Yeah,
myself.
isn't
But there's
frog
nothing wrong with potted
frog
meat.
considered a type of pate?
Foie
Foie gras
gras.
is a pate.
It is.
Foie
That's
gras
what I
is
said.
pate. Yes. Yes.
I actually prefer sliced foie gras. I don't like spreading it, but whatever. That's a personal choice. If you can get a full on duck liver, you should do it sliced instead of ground up in a pate.
Well, the whole point of it for pate is you want the really fatty livers.
Oh, absolutely. Oh, they're the best, especially fried in a little bit of olive oil. Oh my God, so good. But again, like I say, if you're on a budget and you got to eat pate, buy potted meat.
Why would I be my pate if I'm on a budget?
Now, when you say pate, what is that something special or you just talking about a patty?
It's basically
Oh it's French.
Yeah, it's
Someone just Google it.
That's the problem right there. It's French.
Yeah, I'm gonna do fromage.
Oh Lord.
Scramble?
Oy
Soft?
vey.
I would like a soft scrambled omelet, please. Or no, scrambled omelet soft. There we go.
So you
That
want
that
French
sounds
omelet.
yummy.
I understand. I understand what you're saying. You just need to speak
The French would
regular-
not do an omelette like that.
What's that?
I said the French would never make. You
The
can't
French
have a. I'm not doing this
omelet.
again.
Come on. The
You know,
French
even if they had a
are
machine where you make the omelet, right? So you make the omelet, you make the patty, you make the egg, but you make it thick, right? Before you fold it over and you put your stuff on the inside or whatever and fold it over. Before you fold it over, you just take like some kind of, I don't know, blender and just blend the top half of the egg patty.
What is wrong
That way
with
the
you?
top part's scrambled, and then you fold it over, put your meat
I
in there,
was
whatever, fold it
hungry.
over.
Never mind.
Good Lord, look. I will re-upload or I will reshoot my omelet video. Okay,
Peas
I
in
will
there.
do the omelets. I will.
Wait, are we getting
Nice
into
milk.
the
Just
You
for
got-
you,
Have
LD.
you got a
Just for
Spanish
you.
omelette? I hope. I hope you got a Spanish omelette.
Well,
That's probably the
the
most famous.
Spanish omelet. The Spanish omelet is called a frittata. I can.
No,
do that,
not here. It
absolutely.
isn't. That is just over there.
Naming
You
nomenclature.
people keep putting different words to foods. Fine, you can do that over there.
Well, Mrs. Vile, if you're
I'm talking for
listening,
the
we
rest
need your
of the world.
input. What do you call an omelet in Spanish?
A folded egg.
No, the thing is, the Spanish omelet is a frittata, but it is literally fried on the bottom side. So you get the brown bits of egg on the bottom side of the frittata.
I'm
That's
sorry
a
if you're
Spanish
cooking
omelet.
brown eggs. Yeah, there's a. I think it's a small problem
it
there.
gives a lot of flavor to the omelet.
What's
It
wrong
really
with brown
does.
eggs? They taste wonderful. They're a lot richer than white eggs.
No, if you're
Black-
cooking
black
your
eggs.
eggs brown. Brown is the color you want to stay away from when you're cooking eggs.
I only ever use brown eggs.
They also have black eggs.
The only time I buy white eggs is if I'm buying duck eggs.
No, I'm kind of glad that humans don't lay eggs because,
So
like,
am
could
I.
you imagine if we were
Humans
just
do
eating
have
our own
eggs.
eggs?
We do lay eggs.
Humans
They're
do
internal.
lay eggs.
Yes, dude. Where do you think babies come from? An egg and a sperm.
No.
Humans lay
Lay.
eggs.
I said lay eggs. I said lay eggs.
I would not want
do I need to
the
actually
baby
explain
coming
what
out
that
in
means?
A shell like
Well,
that.
hold on, LDG.
I'm getting more
If
coffee.
humans don't lay eggs, why do we call the act of fucking getting laid?
Excuse me.
Okay, I'm gonna go make lunch.
Oh Lord!
I need a load of bowl.
You know
I
I
don't think I should
try.
have come
I
back.
really do try.
To quote Mel Brooks, oy vey. I'm thinking about going to the pastry shop.
Let's see.
I'm eating my dinner.
If I do that, it means I got to get dressed, go down there, come back. I don't feel like walking. I got so used to walking on the flat plane. I don't like walking on the hills right now.
Wait, was that a joke or are you being actually sure?
Serious. Fairbanks is flat. I'm got used to that. Hawaii's flat. Got used to that. San Francisco's too damn hilly. I hate it.
I'm sorry. Are you talking about San Francisco and how hilly it is?
Yeah. I got used to walking the flat, long plains and came home and like, oh shit, hill.
Don't you get a free trolley pass just for living there?
Yeah, but it's easier to walk to the store than take the bus because if I take the bus, it takes me 20 minutes to get 4 blocks. Just walk it.
Okay, so if no isn't a maybe, I can tell you who is LDG is definitely a maybe. Right? Because they're not saying no. They want to know who the person is first. You know what I mean? So definitely maybe there. I mean, at least I got that going for me.
Rationalization for justification. Gotcha.
Well, you need
There's
that.
nothing
That's how the world works.
rationalization. I go to the
I
bar
want to know who
every
voted
weekend.
yes on this
Nobody.
one. Yes,
Oh, on this one?
person. Yeah.
That wasn't you?
99%.
No, it
of the
wasn't
time,
me. I
get turned
voted
down.
hell no because
Oh, sweet.
you said your poll was public domain. So
Yeah, it can be used by
no.
everybody.
So hell no. I like a loyal poll, so I'm looking for a new one now.
Sorry, I didn't think he was here. How you doing, Indy?
That's an interesting twist.
I'm doing good. And yes, LDG,
So,
you're
no,
putting
it
it so
wasn't
early,
me.
nobody knows about it. That's why it's not being used.
There we
he can
go.
He can come to the Folsom Street Fair down here next year, and everybody can use his poll.
You know,
So-
LDG may actually have a point because 99% of the time I get turned down, but that 1% of the time, It's totally worth it.
Hey, just think, if 99% of people on this planet think you're ugly, you got at least 77 million people who don't.
So I recently lost my partner to a fire. It was a dryer fire because I'm a sock.
You're a sock. I know.
Rhinos are just double stuffed unicorns.
Yes.
Um,
You're gonna have to read off all the ones that you already posted now, because some of those were just so stupid they're funny.
You know, my hotel did
and
try to charge me an extra $10 for air conditioning. That wasn't cool.
That wasn't cool. And yeah, and they're original. And they're original to me too. The futon particle has been empirically disproven as the comfort carrier particle.
Wah, wah, wah.
Go.
Okay, you need to put Elihu and Indy next to each other. You guys are a pair. Wow.
No,
Holy
I told you,
shite.
I lost
They're
my.
not a
I
pair.
told
He
you, I
lost
lost
his-
my partner
He
recently.
lost his partner.
Oh, and I just realized why LDG's penis has gone public domain.
Okay, why?
This should be good.
Well, because if the owner doesn't use it for a long time, it becomes public domain.
That's actually funny.
That's right.
That's actually
He doesn't
funny.
claim it.
Yeah.
Did you guys know that an apple a day keeps a doctor away? Well, at least it doesn't go hard enough.
Yeah. Hey, at least my jokes are original to me.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I hate it when people say age is only a number. Age is clearly a word.
Oh my! Wow.
Is this like turned into a torture stream? Because I'm beginning to twitch.
I know.
I've been here a lot longer than you, Yvette. You can take more. Trust
Yeah,
me.
I tell the judge that age is only a number.
They've been doing this for a while now.
You know, I'm reading a horror story in Braille. Something bad is going to happen. I can just feel it.
Oh God, I saw that one coming too.
Yeah. Is beef
How?
is
It was in
beef
Braille.
pate beef liver? That's my question. Is beef pate beef liver?
I've no fucking
Well,
idea.
I have no
pate is
clue.
I didn't
basically
make it, I bought it.
ground up.
The ground up. Oh,
I'd have to go and look at. I'd have to go and get it out the bin to look at what's in it, and I'm not doing that.
Yeah.
Okay.
I just want to reference the
Because you know, goose pate is goose liver. It just follows that beef pate would be
Chicken
beef
liver, pate, yeah.
You know.
Quite possibly. I don't know. It's beef pate.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
Hmm.
And we do make liver and onions in this country, so
Oh, I love liver and onions.
Oh, liver and
Do
onions
you
is
really?
disgusting.
Oh,
my
my
late
God.
father loved liver and onions,
I
but
love
Mum and
liver
I
ever.
knew.
Oh, yes. Best. Oh,
Well,
I'm hungry now, Dan.
I have
Speaking
never
about,
tried it.
Speaking about your favorite meats, what do you call a cow with no legs?
Ground beef.
Ground beef.
What do you call a cow
What
with
do you
two
call
legs?
it? Half a pound. I don't know.
Lean beef.
Lean, huh? What do you call a sheep with no legs? A cloud.
that works.
I like that one.
Me
I
too.
like that.
Oh.
Well, did you know that?
The fly
you know
one's
what?
the best.
Well, you'll like this one, Yvette. You know why the kilt was invented in Scotland, right?
No, go on.
That's because the sheep can hear a zipper or Velcro from a mile away.
Actually, that should be Welsh,
Oh,
not
my
Scottish.
gosh.
Well, did the Welsh invent the kilt?
No, but
That's
the
why
Welsh
it's
do
got to
wear
be
a
Scotland.
kilt. They do have kilts in Wales, but Scotland's the most well known. But the sheep jokes are always Welsh.
Really? I always thought they were Scottish.
No.
No, the Welsh are.
Oh my God, who the hell cares?
The Welsh don't like vowels, as in A, E, I, O, or U. When they speak Welsh, it's all consonants and the odd Y. Llandudna.
Yeah, I've seen some of the signs. They're nuts.
You're not allowed to make those kind of jokes, Yvette.
Sure I am.
It's like going to South Central.
It's not my fault if their language doesn't like to use vowels.
It's like going into an inner city and going, "Hey, where are all the white women at?"
Oh, dude.
Oh, that's straight out of Blazing Saddles.
Here's a joke for Yvette. What were the 4 most difficult years in LDG's life?
God, I don't know.
3rd grade.
My God. Oh, wow.
You got that laugh down. I like you, Peter.
It's a button.
Well, that's cheesy.
All right, let me get the chat.
That's all right,
I can't
though.
see the chat.
You know, my doctor told me I was going deaf. The news is hard for me to hear.
What?
You know what, Elihu? You know way too many of these. Way too many.
You know, if an English teacher is convicted
There you
of a
are.
crime,
Resolute Germ's right. The Scots aren't smart enough to catch the sheep. He's quite right.
Really? Come on now. I know it's not considered a racist joke, but seriously, you are
The
really
English,
hitting
the
on those
Scottish,
Scots.
and the Welsh. An
We are-
Englishman, a Scotsman, and a Welshman in a bar. Could tell you 5,000 jokes that start like that.
Welsh and Scotsman walk into a bar.
All right, let's get started, Yvette. Let's hear them.
Yvette, the only reason I feel comfortable making a joke about Scottish people is because I'm part Scottish. So it's less insulting because I'm part of that group.
The other part is white
Actually,
bread.
it's more common in English, Irish, and Scottish jokes.
You mean kind of like why do Scotsmen only smell on one side of the body? Because they only heard a right guard?
All right. You ready for one? A Scotsman and an Irishman and an Englishman are each sentenced to a year in solitary confinement before being locked away. Each is to be granted a year's supply of whatever he wants to help him get through the long spell alone. The Scotsman asks for a year's supply of whiskey. It's given to him and he's locked away. The Irishman asks for a year's supply of Guinness, so he's locked up with several thousand bottles of it. The Englishman asks for a year's supply of cigarettes, and he's given a pile of cartons, and the cell door is shut on him. 1 year later, the doors are all unlocked. The Scotsman staggers out and shouts, "I'm free!" and then kills over dead from alcohol poisoning. The Irishman is dragged out into the light, whereupon he promptly dies of liver failure. When the door to the Englishman's cell is opened, everybody watches eagerly to see what sort of wreck the man has made of himself. To their surprise, he walks right out of the door, sidles up to the first person he sees and asks, "I say, you wouldn't happen to have a match, would you, dear?"
I love that.
Oh, that poor guy couldn't even rub two cliches together.
Yeah, stop looking for the perfect
That's
match.
quite a lot, but
Find a
there are
lighter
literally thousands of English, Irish, Scots, English, Welsh, Scots jokes here. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds.
I live in Southern California, and remember, I'm also dating a Mexican, so I know a lot of Mexican jokes.
Yeah,
like,
well, there you go. You know,
like,
I got a few good ones.
well, hold on. Like, what do you call a white guy pushing a car up a hill? Anybody?
idiot?
No, you call it white power. What do you call a black guy pushing a car up a hill?
Black power.
Black power. What do you call a Mexican pushing a car up a hill?
The gardener.
Grand Theft Auto.
Oh God.
Oh God.
Wow.
Oh,
Why
here's
is-
one for.
Why is Mexico never won an Olympic gold medal?
Because everybody
Because
who can swim,
everybody
run,
can
and jump right across
jump
the
or
border.
swim is already over here.
Yeah.
That's an old one, man.
Why does Mexico's navy suck?
They haven't got one.
Cardboard don't float. Why don't Mexicans write checks?
Because they bounce.
They have
You know,
no
why don't you
money.
do a Jeopardy of bad jokes? Oh my God, it's a thought. Just a thought just came in my head right now. You can do an entire board of these.
It's because you can't write your name that small in spray paint.
that actually works over here for the graffiti artists. Yeah, I got that one.
Why was there only 1,500 Mexicans at the Battle of the Alamo?
They only had 3 cars.
That's all you could fit in the minivan.
What was that again, Mike?
It's all you could fit in 2 Bajas and a minivan.
Yeah, 3 cars.
Yeah, 3 cars exactly.
Excuse me, guys. Sorry.
Why are Mexican steering wheels only 6 inches?
Why?
Because that's how far apart you can get your hands in handcuffs. What sound does a Mexican police car make?
Da, 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 da.
No, it goes beaner, beaner, beaner.
That's funny. That's funny.
Hey, why
I
does it
bet.
say the stream's unavailable?
This is a serious question, though.
Why does it say the
Stupid joke,
stream's
but
unavailable?
I do have a serious question for you.
I'm looking right now. It doesn't.
No, it
No, you
doesn't,
look
Jordan.
good.
I'm wondering
Well,
These,
we're gonna go down the road of
avatars
racist
broke,
jokes.
though.
I got a couple good ones there. If I'm allowed to say them, this is Vilemike's channel. He could say them if he wants to.
What? Say that again.
I got a few really bad jokes there.
Really bad, like bad for YouTube. Bad or
like the ones I just said.
Worse than
Bad for
those.
YouTube, bad. Yeah.
worse? Oh yeah.
What did the fish say when he swam into a wall?
Damn.
Yeah, I'll put the one in the break.
You know, 2 nuns
Oh, is that
were
the answer?
You know, 2 nuns were bicycling
Yeah.
down an old dirt road on the countryside. One nun says to the other, "I never come this way before." The other replies,
Yeah.
"Oh, it's just the cobblestones."
Yeah. Hey, Vilemike, look at that private chat.
What do you call a fish
Me,
with
I
no
can't
eyes?
see.
Not for you. For Vile. Yeah, put them in a private chat so you can see.
What? Yeah.
What?
That's the answer to that. A
Oh.
fish with no eyes is a.
What do you call a fish
I'm
with
getting
no
that.
eyes?
Okay, hang on.
All right. Why?
I'm
Gorilla. Not you. I'm
I
talking
can't
to Gorilla.
see it. I'm not.
I know. I know.
It's in the private chat.
No,
You're
I
not
want
allowed
to. I want to
say
hear the answer in the
H word
private
on
chat.
YouTube.
Yeah, that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
private
that's.
chat.
I can't see the private chat. I'm in ODGs.
1 second, Yvette.
Okay.
I'm showing it. I'm streaming the. You can see the. Because he got the gas bill. Oh my God, that's horrible. Oh, that is bad.
Wow.
I told you they're horrible.
Why
Gorilla.
Because he got the gas bill.
You heard that one?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
pretty bad.
That's pretty bad. Oh my god.
Wah, wah, wah.
Yeah, it's.
Oh, There are a lot of those sort of ones.
Oh, good lord.
Not going to do them on poor Mike's stream, though.
Yeah, I'm
That's
not gonna
why
do some
I
of those
asked
jokes.
first. I asked first.
I appreciate it, Jordan. Oh, let's see. I'm trying to think of a joke I could redo to, for the people in the chat or
What
the
do you-
people on the panel.
What do you call a guy with no arms and no legs at the front door?
Matt.
Matt.
Oh, God. We really going down that? What do you call a man with a spade on his head?
Oh,
Doug.
Doug. What do you call a guy?
What do you call a Mac with Windows on it?
Phil.
A paperweight.
A computer.
What do you call a man without a spade on his head? Douglas.
What do you call a one-legged waitress?
Eileen.
Eileen.
Eileen, yeah.
You know, I asked my dad for his best dad joke, and he said, "You."
Oh, bird.
I got really. Hey, LDG, I'll go to the back. I'll come to the backstage there. I got a really bad one in for the backstage. I can't type it out because it doesn't work.
Okay, but we're live in the backstage, so
No,
everyone will
come after.
Yeah, and
yeah.
Mrs. Vile is finally in the chat. Everyone say hi to Mrs. Vile.
Hey,
Mrs.
Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.
So,
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell all the
Yeah.
rest of the Mexican jokes, please.
So
Hopefully she doesn't go back in the
muffins
stream,
in
or
the
else I
oven.
won't be getting laid for the next week.
Please
At
rewind
least.
about 15 minutes. Half an
Yeah.
hour, actually. Yeah.
So there were 2 muffins in an oven, right?
Yeah.
Muffins. As in muffins? One
Yeah, we know.
turned to the other and said, "Wow, it's pretty hot in here."
And the
The
other
other
one
one
said,
shouted,
"Damn, it's a talking
"Wow, a
muffin."
talking muffin!"
I spotted
Wow.
an albino
Muffin.
Dalmatian recently. It was the least I could do.
No.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, I'm gonna redo this joke just for the people who are here. We got at one point, Vilemike, LDG, Elihu, Indy, and Jordan and Mr. CCDV are all around a campfire, and they're all trying to say which of them is the toughest one of them all.
They're all trying to what?
Which of them is the toughest one of us all? Everyone agreed LDG doesn't get to play because he's a pussy.
What are you talking about?
Just listen to the joke.
You know, I don't even have to just sing that with a response because we all know that I would win that.
That was a punchline I was waiting for.
Elihu goes, "I'm the toughest one here. I can smoke 7 bowls in a row and not get high." Mr. CCDV goes, "No, I'm the toughest one here. I can watch Star Trek for 200 hours straight." I don't know. I'm just going by his avatar.
Fair enough.
Indy goes, "I'm the toughest one here. I once wrestled a cartoon tiger." Jordan goes, "That's nothing. I wrestled a real gorilla." And while Mike just sat quietly stirring the coals of the fire with his penis.
I honestly, I would have to give up after Discovery. I would have to give up after the first season of Discovery. So I'm not the toughest guy here.
Oh, come on. Prodigy ain't that is pretty good. Lord Dex is pretty good. And
I like Lower
He
Decks.
didn't mention those ones.
I
He
like
just said
Lower Decks
Discovery.
a lot, but I cannot do Discovery. I just cannot. The
Discovery-
first episode of
Discovery is-
Discovery
is-
had me on my ass.
It's so boring for the first 3 seasons. I mean, my God, it's supposed to be entertainment, but it's boring as heck.
All I got to say is Discovery drastically improved when they moved to the future.
It
Wow,
got
somebody
it
found
got
his
a
own him.
little better.
He said
It
Star
got
Trek
a little
improved.
better, but
It drastically improved. Yeah, so going to negative 3,000 to zero isn't a drastic improvement, okay?
Zero is a number.
Yes, that is a drastic improvement.
Zero is a number, man.
That very first episode, though, where she went from a convict who was stripped of all rank and privileges to being captain of a starship, I lost my goddamn mind.
Hello, Dandelion Flow.
It just absolutely cannot stand that shit.
Yeah,
and
they're
they did that.
stretching-
They did
they're
that with
stretching
Star
things
Trek in
beyond the
2009 as well. Cadet Kirk went to Captain Kirk within 20 minutes.
One movie.
20 seconds.
Oh my god, yeah.
It drove me absolutely up a wall. I couldn't stand it.
Yeah.
These guys, they're stretching things beyond the point of disbelief.
It's like these
it's
Hollywood
that bad.
writers have never met someone in uniform ever before, unless they were in the costume shop.
Hey, Roddenberry was in the Air Force, okay? He knew a little bit about military service.
But we're talking about modern Trek. We're not talking about classic Trek. Classic Trek. Those guys knew how the military worked. They had just come from or were alive during World
Gene
War
Roddenberry
II.
was
Vietnam.
in the Navy.
I thought he was in the Air Force. I thought he was Air Force.
Roddenberry was
in the
Air
Navy.
Force, yes.
No, it was Air Force or Navy? Because I know he served.
Either
think
way,
Roddenberry was Air Force.
Air Force doesn't count, but that's fine.
But these guys, the writers knew military service and military life, and their parents were military. They knew the topic.
I need to apologize now. I thought there was an Air Force person on the panel. If that's not the case, I apologize. The Air Force is a good service. Okay. I just made fun of the Air Force because being Army, that's what we do.
So. You camp a lot.
Yes, everybody, all branches make fun of each other. That's for sure. Because we make
squids, jarheads. Come on.
Yeah, but again, there has to be someone on the panel who was in the Air Force in order to make that joke work. So I apologize.
No, you don't. You stand by your guts.
No. I was never in any branch of the military, but I can still make fun of them.
Yeah, my father was a squid, so hell.
You are allowed to. You are allowed to. I did spend most of my adult life defending your right to make fun of me.
Well, remember, my dad was a master chief in the Navy. My mother was a court reporter for the JAG office. My two grandfathers, one was a bombardier during World War II and the Korean War on a PB-2Y, and my other grandfather didn't fight in D-Day, but did fight in Normandy.
All I know about my father is that he was in military, naval intelligence, and most of his file is redacted.
Wow.
My grandfather was in the Army Air Corps, and so they transitioned to the Air Force in 47. Yes. Right?
Yeah, my father was
in World War II. He was in the Army Air Corps. So I made fun of my grandfather until he couldn't remember. I just had the same conversation with him every time I visited.
My father was in the Army Air Corps as well during World War II, and he was a radioman navigator on a cargo plane in China, Burma, India. So they took aviation fuel to the Chinese Air Force.
I wish I knew what my father did. The only thing I could find out was that after Australia is unredacted to cook, then after December 7th, it's all redacted. Like, damn, what the hell did he do? He couldn't even talk about it.
Well, when what's funny about talking about redactions, when my father died, I, of course, had to go through a lot of his stuff. And there is a certain point in his career where it says he was transferred to redacted. And what was funny is that when I saw that, I was laughing my head off because I know exactly what happened because he told me, despite the fact that he said he could go to jail for telling me. He was transferred to Area 51 for a short period of time. just
In
before
Nevada?
at the start of the Gulf War.
Oh,
He had
in 91. Okay.
yeah.
Oh, the development of the stealth. Okay.
Well, what they were trying to do is figure out a way to try to get F-111s, or sorry, F-117s to launch off the aircraft carriers.
Wow.
Hold on,
Yeah,
I gotta
they need a heavier
scan my
thrust.
Those are heavy.
Yeah.
Oh,
Yeah.
They need
that's
to have
the
your
CIA
thrust for
coming to
that.
kick down Vilemike's door for knowing that stuff.
Yeah,
But,
And that's why they should never have got the Harrier, if you ask me.
Yeah, I know
That was
about
the
about
most
F-17s.
awesomest plane on the planet.
No,
Vertical takeoff.
sorry for being pedantic, but I gotta say you are incorrect there, Yvette. It's the Harrier 2.
The one that
Alright,
did the vertical
Harrier 2
takeoff.
then.
Yeah.
They both did vertical.
No, the
Yeah,
Harrier
no,
one
vertical
did an
takeoff.
angle
I've been in
takeoff.
it. I have flown in a Harrier. It is
Oh.
absolutely awesome.
Also, Yvette, I wanted to congratulate you earlier. You're a shellback in by Navy standards because you crossed the equator.
Sorry.
I
Am
said
I
you.
not getting something?
I said you. Well, a shellback in the U.S. Navy is someone who has crossed the equator, and I wanted
Yes.
to
Many
congratulate you.
times.
I wanted to congratulate you on that achievement because I was supposed to be on a cruise where I crossed the equator, but then our sister ship couldn't get underway, so we had to take her cruise, and then she took our cruise. So somebody on the Capadano actually became a shellback instead of me.
Is that what
I'm
you
a-
guys call it? I see. Yeah. No,
I'm
I've been across the
assuming that
equator
doesn't-
several times.
Yeah,
I'm assuming
we
that
call
doesn't
it-
count for the Army.
You're a
I've actually got
poly-
a picture of me in Kenya. I got a picture of me
Wow.
actually on the line, and we're doing the leaf pin compass you can create, and you put it one side and the other side, and they spin different ways, which to me was ludicrous because we were too close to the line, so I was trying to work out how they were doing it. But yeah, I got a picture out somewhere of me in Kenya. But yeah, I've been across the equator a few times.
Nice.
Yes, Resolute Germ. That was
Yeah,
an actual big deal
Work
for the
mainly.
Navy.
Work mainly has taken me pretty much all over the globe. So
Nice.
I have yet to cross the equator.
So you're called a slimy polywog until you cross the equator, and then you go through torture to finally reach King Neptune. You're crawling through garbage and you're being sprayed off with fire hoses, and you're being told to recite this speech, and you finally get to King Neptune and you say the same speech, except you have to change polywog to shellback when you reach King Neptune. And if you don't say it, you have to start all over again.
Oh man.
Oh, Navy is
Wow.
weird.
Damn squids.
We have to make our own entertainment. It's not like we could go out to the corner store and pick up a video.
Well,
I do like
I
making fun
can't
of the
say
double
I've
header.
heard that in the Royal Navy, but that in the US Navy maybe. I've not heard that one in the Royal Navy.
Well, Indy, you could, but it'd just be a lot of swimming.
Yeah, we have a few ceremonies in the U.S. Navy.
What about when you cross the Arctic Circle?
Yeah, so when you get to the north, I think you have to get to the North Pole. There's another ceremony where you become a blue nose. I think it's called a blue nose. It's been 40 years since I served in the Navy, so I can't remember everything.
I've been to the Antarctic, but I've not been to the Arctic. The closest I've probably been to the Arctic, or rather the weather, is Siberia.
Yeah.
It is
I
cold
thought
at the Arctic Circle.
the Antarctic was closed off to people.
So,
It's not.
Yvette,
It's
when
not
you were in
closed
the
off.
when you were in the
Show it.
Antarctic,
Damn it. He keeps bringing it up.
Yeah, it is cold there. See, Indy, I actually crossed the Arctic Circle.
Yeah.
Yep.
That's really cool. That is really
So
cool.
Yvette, did you hang out with the penguins in the Antarctic?
Yeah, I didn't see anything. I was working in a lab.
Oh,
and
that's
it was just
you
snow.
should have taken a
It was
tour.
just
You should have
snow
taken a
everywhere.
tour.
The emperor
You know, I had
penguins
the
can
same
grow to
problem
5 feet.
when I went to Israel. I was a hazmat shipment certifier, and so I spent all 3 days in Israel on the airport in Tel Aviv.
Mm.
Oh wow!
Wow!
I didn't
That's
get to
a
go
bummer.
to Jerusalem or anything like that. I had to spend the entire time on Tel Aviv airport.
Yeah.
Just filling out hazardous materials declarations.
Oh, that sucks.
And Dandelion, I did remember to share pictures on Instagram so you can see them. So hopefully you enjoy them. I did remember this time.
Hey, Dandelion.
Hello. Yeah, the only thing that I've crossed is the prime meridian, and there's no special ceremony for doing that.
Yeah,
Why is that?
I've only been to 2 countries, the United States and Mexico. So the only thing I got for crossing the border was coming home or going there. I mean, there's nothing.
No, the only thing you got vile was a cavity search.
And a wife.
There is a case to be made for the United States and Mexico being one country. There's a case to be made there. In 1848, we did own all of Mexico.
For a brief
To
time.
be fair, your entire continent could be classed as one thing.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
Canada could be included as well.
We never did conquer Canada. We never did manage to conquer Canada.
Canada is the only country to beat you.
Yeah.
But would
Well,
you
Mike,
want-
did you even hear me?
Yvette, would you want
Vietnam
would
kinda
you want
beat us
all
too.
of
Well, that was
On American soil.
Yvette,
draw,
would you want
as it's
all of
called
would
here.
you want all of Europe to be one country? All of the European continent to be a country?
It basically is.
I don't care. I'm
No, they
British.
did that.
I
They
don't
did that
care.
already.
We are not
is.
Europe.
Open borders, so basically
You're
is.
not Europe. You're not part of the European Union now, but you were a few years ago. And
Unfortunately, we didn't actually for that though. We joined as a friend, as a European nation, and then they fucked everyone over and created a government that was not elected and told all the countries what to do and took billions of pounds off every country, bankrupted
Is
Spain,
Ireland still
Greece.
is Ireland still on the Euro?
Southern Ireland is still in the Euro. Yes.
Oh,
Northern Ireland
Okay.
is part of us.
Yeah.
Oh, so Northern
Is
Ireland went
not.
back to the pound.
Northern Ireland never went Euro.
They
Northern
sort of
Ireland never
have
went Euro.
to. Northern Ireland is one of the great part of Great Britain.
Yeah.
Lick a metal pole, Dandelion Fluff. What are you talking about?
Yes, thank you, Resolute Germ. You're quite right. English people are not
English are
Europeans.
not Europe.
What?
That's
Danny Lyon voted yes. What?
Oh, I was just using Europe. Yvette, because that's the closest to England that kind of matches what you're saying about all of all of America.
No, I was just saying, if you're going, saying about Mexico and any continent. I mean, I live on a tiny island, but any continent could be classed as one if things have been different.
Well, we cut off South America with the Panama Canal, so that's a different continent.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I said yes.
Danny Lyon asked a very good question from you, Elihu.
Did they make you like a metal pole when you crossed the Arctic Circle? No.
Mhm.
That actually reminds me.
Bloody hope not.
When I was at the Ice Museum, the tour guide had everybody come in, and the first thing he said was, "I cannot believe I have to tell this to every single tour guide, but if you turn around, do not lick the statue because you can see some very smooth parts in here. We had to use some hot water and melt part of the statue." He was referring to a naked woman. There was smooth parts on the breast area. No nipples left. People were licking it, getting their tongue stuck to it. It's like, I can't believe I have to say this. Do not lick the statues.
Wow.
Yeah. People were licking their
Yeah.
breasts of statues, taking pictures, getting the tongue stuck. They had to put hot water, ruin the statues. Like, yeah, do not lick the statues.
Well, I'm all out of coffee. I drank the last of my coffee, so I think I'm going to go switch straight over to whiskey now.
Ooh.
I think I've got a couple of sips left of coffee, and that's about it.
I have another 2 cups left in my pot. Best time to eat
Sorry,
breakfast.
and of course, when Dandelion asked, when do they make you lick a metal pole when you cross the Arctic Circle? The only thing I could think of was a callback, considering the pole we did earlier.
The pole.
Well, that's not a metal pole. That's made out of grass.
Oh, Dandelion, you don't want to know. Don't ask.
Well, hold on.
Let's just say he's made it public domain.
No, please
Yeah,
do
but-
ask. I'm interested in what she would say.
Nothing. I know nothing. I see nothing. I hear nothing.
Oh no, LDG actually wants to know, Dandelion. Would you ride LDG's poll? He's made it public domain, so you're most welcome. I said hell no because I'm not sharing something that's public domain anymore. You know.
That doesn't do
Oh,
public
too late. She
domain.
said I'm cool with not knowing. Sorry.
Well, sorry, Dandelion. Now you know anyway.
Yeah. Oops.
Well, I think you said something to me a minute ago. I missed it.
She said she'd have to see it first.
Oh my God.
One second, Dandelion.
No.
Hang on. I think I got one.
Don't.
I'm not sure you want to see the pole.
No, you don't want to see the poll. It was
Well,
like,
Dandelion,
Are we talking a before shot or after shot,
The owner
Dandelion?
doesn't use it enough.
she wants to see what the poll results are. That's what she's talking about.
No, she's not.
What were the results? I know it was like what?
My poll
58%
guarantees
of,
results.
Oh no. TMI. TMI.
Oh.
It's the public domain thing I don't like, I'm afraid.
Yeah, too many writers.
Exactly.
Yeah, actually, I will say this. LDG was telling me about his penis earlier for some reason. I don't know why. He goes, yeah, it's an inch
Okay,
long
that's
and half
so
inch
out of
wide.
context. So out of
penises
context.
are very popular.
Well, no,
You
I
know,
want to finish the
last
story real quick.
Your conversation is what sparked it, not mine.
He told me that it was an inch long and half an inch wide, and I said, "Who gets pleasure from that?" And he goes, "I do."
Oh God!
Oh man!
Fake news.
Egads.
Oh.
2x4 centimeters is not that bad. It's not.
Oh, jeez.
Science matters
admit
not,
to being,
says Yoda.
you
after
can admit to
Yaddles
being
told him.
a grower and not a shower. You can admit to that.
By the way, gorillas have the smallest penis of the primates. True fact.
Do I really got to whip it out for you, AB?
Do I really wanted to know that? No, I did not.
Just a shadow. Just show us a shadow on a wall.
What
That'll
primate
work.
has the largest penis to body size?
Me?
The centipede.
Whales.
The centipede.
No. Primate.
Me?
Oh.
Human. I think it's human.
Baboons?
Yes, it is
Baboons
human.
are quite big ones.
Yeah, me. That's the answer.
I heard some of them are spiked.
Ouch.
No, that's cats.
That's tigers.
Cats, is it? Yeah, it's cats and tigers.
No,
Yeah,
it's
that's-
all cats. All cats have spikes.
Yep, I do.
Stops the lady running away.
Yeah, that's how you do it.
whale penises have a bone in them. Some of the biggest penises on the planet.
Well, actually, Yvette, that's a funny story. A lot of mammals have bones in their penises, except for humans. And there was an actual
that museum, wasn't there? A museum of penis bones. I saw it.
But one of the stories that they think may have got mistranslated from the Bible is actually the Adam's rib. They think that the story actually was that they took his penis bone to create Eve, because that's the only bone that most mammals have that humans don't.
Yeah, because men and women had the same amount of rib bones.
Exactly.
No, we don't. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yes, we have the same amount of ribs.
Well, just
men and women do have the same amount of ribs. Yes.
I'm just curious, what animal has spare ribs that we can take and eat? That's my question.
Well, cows have spare ribs.
So do squirrels.
Pigs.
Sorry, I'm not very well
Red Blue.
engaged in. I'm not very well engaged in this conversation. I've got a pussy stropping my legs.
Well, I think Marilyn Manson can spare a few ribs.
Ooh. Ouch.
I think he already did.
Yeah,
I think he's
do
got the
believe that
maximum
was,
amount of spare ribs
I
taken.
don't know if that's true or not.
I don't. It's not, but it's still funny.
Yeah, ask Rose
It is
McGowan.
still
Verify
funny.
It's not true. Yeah, Rose McGowan was dating her at the time, so.
I don't even like pets, and I've got 2 of them now. I inherited them from my former renter who never paid rent.
So how can you call him a renter?
Well, fair enough. I probably should have just called her a roommate. She was
Former
horrible.
loafer.
Squatter.
Freeloader.
Yeah.
It took me 3 contractor bags to clean out the room after she moved out.
Oh,
Damn.
Jesus.
And I've still got half of her stuff sitting in my backyard over under a tarp. I was nice enough to put a tarp over it.
Well, out of sight, out of mind, huh?
Why not just
Oh,
throw
speaking
it
of
all
which,
away?
I can't
didn't
throw
you
it
just
all away. Her son may actually come and pick some of it up.
May.
Maybe you gotta put a
Just sell
deadline.
the
You gotta
stuff.
put a
That's
deadline.
why
on
it's in
that.
the
You gotta say-
backyard instead of in the room. I still need to rent that room out.
You gotta say, hey, in a month this is gone. Either
Yeah.
way, you can pick it up or it's going to the trash.
Oh, I've already told her that. Yeah. So next
That's
month,
why.
it's all gone.
Yeah, that's why it's called Nerd Chat.
so I watched the Groundhog episode. We were able to.
Oh, did you?
We got to the Groundhog episode of Supernatural
Without me.
last night.
Right.
Ah.
You were sleeping.
Oh, with the trickster.
Yeah, and I
It's
called it too.
Mystery spot.
Oh, the
Yeah.
mystery
I so-
spot. I love that episode.
Mystery
Yes.
spot, yeah. Yeah.
Did
so
you
I
enjoy it?
So as I'm trying to say is before when you told me first that was the Groundhog episode, I was like, I wonder how they're gonna do it, and I just randomly said, I wonder if they're gonna treat him like I killed Kenny from South Park, and that's exactly what they did. They just made it ridiculous how they killed this guy, and I didn't like the ending. I thought the ending was bullshit. I enjoyed everything up until the ending.
Oh yeah.
Because it just didn't make sense. Like the whole thing was just not to reset it, but the whole thing was just a lesson that doesn't make sense. That he's not going to follow. That he needs to leave Dean alone and stop worrying about him and shit. Like I didn't get that bit.
That's
Like
You will
he's your
later
weakness.
on. There's a point to that, and it'll come back.
I don't care if they connected or not. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying it was dumb. Like
That's
all
the
the other
episode
Groundhog
where,
Days, they got out of it in an interesting. They got out of it like particularly entertaining.
That's
Just
the
a whole.
episode
Oh, I'm
where-
here to teach you a
where
lesson.
Dean
That's
did
all
the-
this is.
The lip sync, right?
The what?
At
Okay,
the end
so-
credits. That's the episode where Dean did the lip sync.
No. No, not Eye of the Tiger. That is when he gets sick and almost dies of fear.
Oh, that's right. Oh, good Lord. I need to watch that show again.
Yeah, I have. I need to go back and rewatch it, but because I missed like the last third of the show because I stopped watching around season 10.
Speaking of watching
Really?
television,
I'm on
and
3.
reacting to television, I'd like to recommend a Hatful of Reactions channel. She's watching Charmed and Star Trek: The Original Series and a couple of other things, and she's really good. My God, she's so good at predicting what's going to happen in the show. It's really crazy.
Well, remember, a lot of shows follow common tropes, so if you know the tropes, you'll know what's going to happen.
You talking about the new Charmed?
I never seen the
the original.
Oh, the original.
Well, then if you see, you're going to know it anyway, aren't you? I mean, I saw all the Charmed.
I never really watched Charmed because I thought it was stupid. I saw the first episode and thought it was stupid.
So she's going through the shows for the first. If she's going through shows for the first time and reacting, having seen them for the first time.
Well, put her link in the private chat,
or in the regular chat. Who cares? I don't. Indy, are you a mod on the channel?
I don't know if I am or not, but I'm on my phone, so I can't have. If I leave the live stream, if I go back to YouTube, I get kicked off the live stream.
Oh.
I've refused wrenches more than I've gotten them.
So, yeah,
I don't like being a moderator on other people's streams.
Wait, do I have a wrench on yours? Where's YouTube? Oh, I think I closed the window down.
So it's a Hatful, HATFUL.
Can you put it in the private chat? Put it in the private chat and I can copy and paste.
Let me do.
That'd be easier.
Let me try that.
Yeah,
I'll give you the name of the channel.
That'll be easier,
Yeah,
man.
say the name of the channel again. We can find it.
Okay, I put the name of the channel in the private chat.
I can't wait to get my computer back tomorrow. This laptop is so damn slow. I keep forgetting how slow this damn laptop is.
Oh, and she's also reacting.
It's good to have a backup computer.
She's also reacting to the original Twilight Zone, and now she's on to the 1980s Twilight Zone.
Oh, a hatful of
Prairie 5 does the Twilight Zone streams.
Yeah, we got that today. We got that at 2:30.
Yeah.
It's my favorite day of the week.
It's coming pretty quick, yeah.
Twilight Zone Day.
Yeah, where's Bird?
In the back.
He's away right. He's underground right now. He's away.
Oh, asleep on the stream?
Taking a
Okay.
nap right now.
Yeah.
Well, he's not technically on the stream. He's in the underground.
I'll be napping again.
But what was I going to say? Yeah, I'm on season 3, episode 14.
What's it called, darling? That's would help.
Long distance call.
Isn't episode 14 of season 3 the last one?
No, it's still got 2 more episodes
I know
left of
this
season
one.
3.
This is the one about his dad.
Gotcha. So yeah, we'll be finishing up season 3 today.
Season 4 and 5 are the best 2 seasons as far as I'm concerned. Season 4 and 6.
Yeah, I'm liking the show.
I got the right link.
Totally liking it.
Resolute, you got a few hours
in the background there.
Yeah, Resolute, you got a few hours before Bird's stream starts.
No, it's an hour.
Okay, so
An hour.
got the right link. I've got the right link. A hat full of reactions.
It's an hour.
It is.
No birds.
We're actually watching 1984 tonight.
Are you?
Yeah, the one with John Hurt.
Yeah, yeah. But I think we watched that. We made LDG watch it in the underground not so long ago.
Somebody wrench, Dandelion.
Oh, so you guys won't be at this one.
Well,
Obviously,
if you want to promote a channel,
I'm back to work tomorrow, so.
Promote a channel.
Dandelion, if you had no choice, you were a wrench regardless of whether you wanted to be or not.
Now you can post your Etsy link in there, okay? Make some money.
I'm trying to find it real quick. Here we go. I don't know if you guys have heard of it, but have you guys heard of Roanoke Gaming?
I know what Roanoke is.
Well, it's a YouTube channel. I posted the link.
Stick Mark came up with a game called Roanoke. Really?
No, it's a channel called Roanoke Gaming.
No, it's a channel.
One of the things he does is he takes concepts like the aliens in Dead Space or something like that, and he actually tries to explain using actual science how they may have evolved or what's going on, like the zombies in Resident Evil, or you know, the virus, the cordyceps in Last of Us, that kind of stuff. And it's kind of funny because
so he doesn't just play the games. He actually tries to do scientific explanations of why this and that and the other thing.
Exactly.
Oh, that's pretty cool.
That's pretty cool.
It's something I've been enjoying. I listen to it when I'm at work sometimes. So I thought if India's going to promote someone, I'm going to promote someone.
I don't actually like watching people play games, right? So if they've got an opinion on the game, I enjoy that. Yeah, absolutely.
Or they're talking
when I'm
like,
working on the house, I put on like EFAP. Okay, so the long man bad. I know.
Long man bad. That's English.
I put on the EFAP because they go 8 or 10 hours, and I can just work on my house listening to the same stream for 8 hours. And so I like EFAP for that reason. I also like their opinions personally.
Well, one of the things that was kind of funny was have you guys ever listened to Casual Criminalist?
No.
One of the Simon Whistler channels?
Know who that is. No.
Okay, well, it basically does stories about serial killers and other bank robbers and stuff like that. So there's but one of the videos that was on YouTube was 12 hours of the Casual Criminalist. And a couple weeks ago, I was like, okay, I can listen to this while at work, and I wouldn't even have to change the video at all because I can just listen to the whole thing. Then I start my day, and it was over before I finished working.
Wow.
And I was like, fuck.
That sucks.
Mother, father, sunny beach, ice hole. Every time.
Speaking
Son of a bitch.
Speaking of working on the house. Speaking of working on the house, I've got to find this leak under my kitchen sink, so I am going to take off.
All right.
Call Mario. He can help.
Good talking to you, Andy. Even though you're in Navy, you're fine.
Oh, thank you. Even though you were Army.
I helped you out, Indy, because I just gave you a wrench.
Okay, thank you so much. Yeah.
No dick pics though.
What?
No.
But I'm as big as a gorilla. All right. Talk to you guys
easy, Andy.
Later,
bud.
Take it easy. Bye.
Oh, look at the time. Feels like I just got here. Oh boy.
I love this. I just got a notification from TikTok about my daughter's boyfriend And it's like, he's on TikTok. You have 2 mutual friends. And it's like, I don't care. I really don't want to go to my daughter's boyfriend's TikTok and watch the videos because I'm afraid I might have to kill him.
That's the dead in you, man.
Oh, it's a little odd being single in your 40s, because when you go to the bar and you hang out with people who are half your age. I was dancing with a woman last night, and
text message.
her mother came up to me and said, "I really like you a lot." And I went, "Oh, fantastic, wonderful." And then she came up to me later on and said, "She's married." And I went, "That's fine, no problem." And I've been dancing with this woman for several songs for the night, and she said, "I'm only 25," and I went, "I have a daughter your age." There's a reason I go to the bar. I go to the bar to sing and drink and have fun. I don't go there for drama. So the fact that the family group was all over me last night kind of drove me a little bit crazy.
Hey, age is not a number. It's just a
Hold
word.
on. I'll tell a story kind of similar to that. When the Vile Child was about 7 years old, so this is a little over 10 years ago. She was still in grade school. I would pick her up from school every day, and one day she asked if I could give her friend and her friend's mom a ride because their car had broken down, and they lived close to where we lived. So it was like, okay, I can drop them off. And as thank you, they said, "Well, why don't you guys stay for dinner and the girls could play?" And the entire time, Stephanie was trying to basically hook me up with this girl's mom.
Naturally.
And yeah, she kept saying, "Oh, you guys have so much in common. You guys should get married. Yeah, and then we could be sisters and not just friends." And blah blah blah. And I was like, "Oh, this is getting kind of uncomfortable." But it turned out, yeah, she actually liked Star Trek. She liked a bunch of other stuff that I liked. Only to find out as dinner's cooking, when another car arrives, they're like, "Oh, I thought your car was broken." And they're like, "Oh, no, my car is broken. That's my parents' car." I'm like, "Oh, you still live with your parents?" She's like, "Well, yeah, I'm only 18. It wasn't her mom. It was her sister."
Oh, my God. I have not run into that situation yet.
Wow.
I was
Where am I? How did I get here?
What? With an 18-year-old.
I have no clue how I got here. What are you talking about? You sick, dirty mind with that.
Hey, Mr. Cosby, I need to get something to eat and go.
Mr. Cosby.
Have you tried a Jello pudding pop?
Mr. Cosby.
Yeah, seriously, I gotta Geloja. I'm really hungry. I gotta eat. I gotta go. Seriously, I need food.
All right. Later, Lou.
Later, weirdos.
See you later, Lahu.
Bye. We'll see ya.
But yeah, that was
Later, Lou.
I even today I still give the eldest Vile Child crap for that.
I don't blame you. I don't blame you one bit.
Well, like for instance, she told me she was a senior, and I assumed she was a senior in college. And she kept telling me about she was taking astrophysics courses and stuff like that. And I'm like, okay, that must be college. No, apparently she was in a private school that actually had astrophysics classes.
And yet she was still 18. It was legal for you.
It still felt really, really fucked up because I was 27.
I know every single time I was dancing with that young woman, right? She was 25, so technically she could do whatever she wanted. But every time I was dancing with her, I was like, "Oh, I'm dancing with my daughter." Every single
come on,
time.
Mr. CCDV. She had a daddy kink, okay?
She may have had a daddy thing. I don't know. Either way, I didn't take her home. I didn't take her mother home either. Her mother was married anyway.
Oh,
All right, hold on. I'm gonna have one more cigar, then I'll probably end the stream. So give me a sec because
well, I gotta get going here. I gotta get the kitchen put back together before Twilight Zone. So we'll see you, everybody.
all right, later, Jordan.
See you later, Jordan.
See you later, Jordan.
See ya.
Oh, fudge.
Talking about remodeling a kitchen. Any of you guys own an 80-year-old house?
Yeah.
I don't own any house.
Have you tried digging into the walls behind an 80-year-old house?
That I
No.
have done. Yes, that I have done.
I just cannot believe all the crazy shit that people over 80 years have done to this house.
When I was working for I'm not going to say the name of the company, but it was an HVAC company, and we were being paid to basically remodel the HVAC systems in a whole neighborhood that was owned by the U.S. Navy. So these are all individual houses, but the entire neighborhood was owned by the Navy. And to get them up to code, they needed, to do everything. So we were tearing apart the walls in one of the units, and out pours, I'd say, 6 pounds of rat droppings.
That sounds right.
And I'm just like, you're right. Some of the walls just inside those places were just so disgusting. I mean, you see, like, oh, go ahead.
I was married to a dependent of a major in the U.S. Army. I was married to her for a very long time, and she had actually lived at Fort Irwin for a time. And when I got to Fort Irwin, when we were still married, we moved into the same housing complex that she lived in when she was a little girl. And she remembered the housing complex as a great place to live. Well, it was not a great place to live while we were living there. Because when you vent out a dryer, you vent it out to the outside, right? No, these houses, it vented up to the ceiling, and then it vented in the empty space above the house. And so my dryer kept getting blocked every single time I ran the dryer, every single time, because it got blocked and it stopped working. And she was so frustrated. I was like, I could fix this if we didn't live on government housing.
Oh, one of the biggest concerns when we were doing this project, because some of the houses had asbestos insulation.
Yes.
And they knew that. So you're watching these HVAC guys in 105-degree weather having to wear the equivalent of a hazmat suit while working. I was so glad I was not a field person. I managed the warehouse because I couldn't, dressing like that in that heat. These guys would have to work for like an hour, and then they'd have to stop to take an hour's rest because they were sweating so much. The whole point was they'd have to, rehydrate.
When people say they can't imagine doing something like that, I don't have to imagine. I have actually done that stuff in my life. And so I choose not to do that anymore. I allow other people to do that kind of work. I can't. No, I can imagine wearing what did we call it? The chemical suits. They were made of charcoal, and we had to wear them pretty much the entire time I was in Iraq in 2003. I had to wear the suit the entire time I was there, and it sucked so bad. Wearing the mask and sleeping on the berm when we built it up for the fuel system that we were building at the time. Falling asleep on the berm and being covered in sand. It worked out just fine. I mean, you see these the movies and TV shows where people wake up and they stand up out of the sand and the sand falls off of them. That was literally what we did in 2003. I woke up with the gas mask on my face, and I sat up, and all the sand fell off of me. I was like, "Oh, I can take my gas mask off now." Oh, good times, good times.
Sorry, I was reading the chat a little bit.
Well, we
I'm
got
also texting.
Darren Wagner back in the chat. There.
I'm also texting the younger Vile child because she wants me to come pick her up, but I don't know. I'm asking her what time because I'm still streaming. She was originally going to go see that new movie Megan with her friends, but apparently they decided not to.
That's
Mike, can I just interrupt a moment?
Yes, you can.
Darren, you're a dead man for waking me twice now. And in fact, I was informed you were trying out, testing if it worked. So, yes, you're a git. You don't get to call me a tart at the moment because you're in trouble. Do you understand me? Thank you.
Well, I might have to end the stream, not because Darren's here, but because, as I said, I've got to go pick up the younger Vile child.
Yeah.
And yes, no, I'm pronouncing it as Megan. I don't give a crap about that kind of stuff.
You know what?
But I was going to tell one last joke. Because we've been telling jokes on this stream all day. I'd let Darren up to tell some jokes, but I'm afraid they'd fall flat.
Wow.
All
right. Sorry, Darren, I had to do it, man. I had to do it. But thank you for being here, even if it's at the end of the stream. Anything you guys want to say before we go?
I would like to ask you if I did a birthday party in February at the Gas Lamp District. Would you be willing to hang out with Mr. CCDV and friends from the California area, or whoever wants to come in? Yeah. I love the Gas Lamp District. I love it. Absolutely.
I didn't realize you were, I thought you weren't in California.
No, I'm not. I'm in Arizona. But
okay.
For my birthday, I'll do whatever the hell I want to do.
Well, do you know my email? Or at least the email I use for YouTube?
I don't think so. I know I've messaged you on Twitter before.
Well, either send me a message on Twitter or you can send me an email at vilemiketvo at gmail.com.
TVO?
It's short for the Vile one because someone already took Vile Mike.
Got it. Okay. At gmail.com?
Yeah.
Right on. Okay. I'll do that. Yeah, I would love to go back to the Gas Lamp District. Yeah, so next month, everybody, we're going to do karaoke and tell bad jokes all night.
Well, I'll be happy to be there. I usually have my standard song at karaoke, which is Devil Went Down to Georgia.
I like that one.
Which I do say with my southern drawl on, because as soon as I start singing that song, my drawl comes out and I have no choice in the matter.
Naturally. Now, if there are people who are still watching the stream don't know what the gas lamp district is, San Diego is one of the best places in California. It really is.
Oh, especially the gas lamp. I mean,
I love the gas lamp district.
For people that don't know, the reason it's called the gas lamp district is because, or the gas lamp quarter, is because it has all the street lights look like old style gas lamps from the 1910s and so. Even though they're electric, they just look like those.
Even though they're electric, yes. But it is still a fun place to go. I've been going back and forth, like Manhattan Beach in Los Angeles is one of the places I thought about going. Laughlin, Nevada is the other place I thought about going. But I would love to go to the gas lamp district again as a single man, because last time I went there I was married and it didn't work out so well.
Well, maybe I can convince Mrs. Vile to send up some of her single friends.
I wouldn't mind.
You think you could handle a fiery Latina?
Oh, I yes.
I'd at least like to try.
I have done so in the past. I shall do so again in the future, right. I'm sure.
LDG, Yvette, anything you guys want to say before I go?
No, thanks for having me from the backstage. That sounded terrible.
Wow. And I said, what the hell? Thank you for having me in the backstage. That's let's have a poll on that one. Would you like to get a vet in the backstage? Hell yes. Yes. No. Who is Yvette?
Even though my phone is barely charging at this point, I will actually turn on my phone and come into your backstage, and I will show you guys what I'm doing in my kitchen. But it's going to take me a few weeks to get the kitchen done. I need to hang the door today, but I'm going to get the rest of the kitchen done eventually.
Okay. Well, Mike, thank you for having me on the stream, which is what I was trying to say. And I'm going to mute because I can't leave because LDG's in control, but I need a pee. So I will say goodnight to everyone.
Later. And I'll just say for everyone else, later, folkses.
Later.
Bye.